And we're live. It's alive. Hello, everyone. So Halloween's coming up. Has anybody got any plans? Oh, it doesn't matter. I already know what our plans are. Now that I said that.
There's a big parade Saturday over at Little 5 Points. It's the Little 5 Points annual Halloween parade.
Yeah, man.
But a Halloween parade during the day.
You should see those.
I'd like to see it about the time the sun's going down. Guys out there like with batons with fire on the ends of it, spinning it in the air.
In silver
glitter.
Silver bodysuits.
Latex bodysuits.
Wow.
Red and black.
Wow.
Hot wax being poured down them. All that cool kinky stuff.
Dang, that went bad.
Well, he would have on a red or black, or she would be in, or it if it was the Marilyn Manson bodysuit. But it would be safe for them to pour hot wax on. They'd have that latex suit on.
And this is kind of a strange question here, but do porta-johns need to be transgender?
Well, they do have the pink ones and the handicap ones, and
but I thought you could.
Don't go to one next to Steph though, because that crazy bitch tried to talk to you. To me, it's a sanctuary. When two guys go into a porta-john
at the same time,
it's side by side, two different porta-johns. Those guys have been drinking, carrying on at a party. They're still talking, no big deal. Guy goes in one, girl goes in one. There's never supposed to be talking. Unless you're a husband and wife, there should never be any conversations between that person and that person.
Yeah.
Stephanie, are you pooping? Shut up, Stephanie.
And I don't know about y'all. Maybe it's just because I haven't been in a long-term relationship in a while, but even when I was, I still would prefer you close the door when you go in there to anything. When you go in the bathroom, close the door.
Look, if I'm in my bathroom and my wife's laying in the bed, she can't see me.
Yeah, but she can still hear it.
No. Well, if it's going to be one of those, I shut the door. But I don't make a big deal out of that. But my wife, that's her private moments, man. Have it. Have your moments. You don't get too many moments in this world that are yours. You'll have them. Just have them.
I have no idea where that little monkey just came up. Curious George.
But what I mean is there's no such thing as privacy anymore. You know, I mean, have what little bit that you can have.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Enjoy the little privacy that you can get.
So do you agree with me?
I don't know in what part.
Close the door.
Yeah. If she's just going to go in there and
make dumpage,
pee a little bit, then that ain't a big deal. But I don't even want to be in the house if she has to dump some manure off at the landfill. I don't even want to know about it. I don't even, hell, honey, lie to me. Tell me you got to go to Taco Bell and leave the house. Go use the bathroom somewhere else. I don't want to know.
Baby, you can lie to me.
I just don't even want to know. There is nothing sexy about a woman that's hiking her leg and farting, and Stephanie, for instance. Nothing sexy about Stephanie. Nobody would ever in a million years have to worry about me trying to hook up with Steph. I find nothing sexy about this creature to my left. After what she did to me in Nashville, I could never think of her in a sexual manner. This girl tried to kill me. I felt like I was handcuffed in a meat cellar in the movie Saw.
Oh my God.
It's, the 19th makes, actually the 20th makes 3 years.
Yep.
Because that's the 19th is my wedding anniversary, and it was the following morning when I came down to the bus, and you did. Why don't you paint a picture? Or you're not such a great painter as me, but I sure would like for you to try to paint a very good picture of what you did to me that morning.
Do we have to?
I trapped you in the bus because you kept farting on me.
Okay, so that's not the story then. So if everybody thinks about it, you got a middle aisle to the middle, in the bus.
No.
There's futons on each side of the bus. And so Steph and Travis slept in the bus. So I come trolling down. I had to look for something on the far back passenger side of the bus. So I'm on my hands and knees,
Crawling
looking
around.
under the futon, looking for something. Stephanie is about middle of the bus. When I say middle, I mean middle of the row, middle between front and back. And you would have swore she did a combo of the Varsity mixed with Jaeger bombs, mixed with crystals.
Oh, come on now.
When she went,
It didn't even do that. It went.
it looked like tear gas, this green smog come across the lower part of the bus. I'm face down digging under the futon, and it comes up and it punched me like Mike Tyson pissed off.
He's like, what was that? I died laughing. And
She wouldn't get out of the way.
Nope.
I had to physically jump on top of the futons, run down the passenger side futons to try to escape said chemical warfare.
Y'all are disgusting.
I expected the turbulence light for this airplane to go off and the oxygen mask to drop from the ceiling, dude. It was horrible. Nobody in a million years has to worry about me ever thinking about her in a sexual manner.
Oop.
And you're already grabbing your nose and you didn't even smell nothing. That is funny.
I don't feel
That is
so
funny.
good.
Dude, it was horrible. It was like being at the landfill at a very windy, very high humidity, 190-degree day. It was bad.
Mm-mm.
I expected her own turd to scream, "Let me out of here."
Dang.
She didn't fart. It was just air over a turd, dude. It was horrible.
Angry turd.
God, yes, it was its own game.
Sinners in the hands of an angry turd.
God, man, it was disgusting. And we're coming up on 3 years, man. And I would never want to do that again.
Where was Steph when I came on board about 2 years ago?
I don't
It was
remember.
right here by the holidays that I came on.
I don't remember.
That's when I
Did you
was
take a
having
little-
some personal issues.
Oh yeah,
My
you were
health.
taking a little bit of a break then. That's
Yeah.
when they falsely accused you of you being diabetic, right?
Yeah.
My wife and me had that conversation last night. She's like, and of course I forgot about the whole falsely accused thing. And my wife said something about her feet. And I said, it's because she's a diabetic. She goes, no, she's not. The doctors have been lying to her
Yeah.
just for fun.
Neuropathy.
Good morning.
What's up,
Good
Stinky?
morning.
What's up,
Now,
Robo?
Robo-
Robo
I wish
Tripper.
Robo tripping.
I wish you had told me that story about Stephanie. I never would have ridden in that van on the bus down to see Kid Rock.
Well, it's been detoxed since then.
Oh, yeah.
Ironically,
Big
so
time.
Or should
have
I
you.
call it, or should I say it's been deconned?
Mine couldn't knock that out, Scott.
Well,
Ironically, you have too.
here's the thing. There's been enough liquor to be spilled in that bus since then to kind of cleanse it like chlorine in a
Yeah.
pool.
Yeah.
No,
For
that-
humans, alcohol is much like bleach.
That's right, man. How about we went to one concert and I had a little trash can in there, right? But I also had a trash bag. I was telling everybody to put their beer cans in. I didn't know that the crazy girl that peed on the bus, they were putting stuff in a trash can.
Mhm.
It sat in that bus
Oh.
for like a couple of months.
Oh, there you
Hot weather and everything. And one day I opened the door and I'm just like, why am I smelling this weird smell? I've already emptied. I've already taken everything out of the bus. I could have thought could have had a beer smell on it. Old towels, anything. And I finally go back
Old
there and
towels.
under this sheet that we use to cover up stuff when we're transporting stuff, I find this trash can. Hey, could you get out of the junk drawer, sir?
Yeah. Hey.
But we
Jeff?
find all these beer cans, and it was just like disgustingly
Oh,
green stuff growing in them.
Yeah.
I
that-
He is like digging through the old drawer. Everybody's got that drawer they shove crap in. That's what are you looking for? A lighter, a birthday candle? What is it you're looking for?
yeah, that's when the
Looking for
bus smelled
batteries
like-
for your wife's personal massaging device?
Your phone. Hello.
That's when the bus smelled like something died on it. I remember that. And
Yeah,
we couldn't
man.
find it. We
Mhm.
looked and looked and looked.
Oh, God, yeah. Jeff, what is it that you're doing?
Chilling.
Ignoring us.
What are you going through?
No, I was
Are you
pouring-
going through your wife's
pouring
panties?
coffee.
Oh, that was pouring. That is the
Coffee?
loudest pouring coffee I've ever heard.
They're not that crunchy. I had to open the box for sugar.
What?
Just quit asking. You know what this is? It's just like every time I go to ask Stephanie a question, I get this long, exaggerated answer, and I go, Cliff Notes version, please.
Like yesterday morning, that was funny.
Which one? Hell, I can't even. What happened yesterday?
When I told you that Travis wasn't going to make it Sunday because he's got to work Saturday and Sunday.
Oh my God! Now, so listen to this. Steph comes into the studio yesterday morning, and I don't know what led the conversation up. She goes, "Well, Travis can't work. Travis won't be there Saturday or Sunday because he's got to work." And I went, "Huh? Why has he got to work Saturday and Sunday?" She said, "Because he took off Monday and Tuesday." I said, "What the hell did he take off Monday and Tuesday for?" "Because he had to work Saturday and Sunday." I looked at her and I said, "Stephanie, what the hell is wrong with you?"
What did it take her 45 minutes to tell you that story?
I just look up and I want to just pimp slap her. It's like, Stephanie, what? I said, "This is what makes me want to take this pencil and jab you in your eye." I said, "You have such a way of telling stuff incorrect,
Backwards.
wrong, backwards, stupid." I'm like, Steph doesn't have to pretend. All she has to do is open her mouth. I mean, look, I'm being serious. I'm typing something around. So what do you mean he can't come Saturday and Sunday? Well, yeah, he's got to work. Well, why's he got to work Saturday and Sunday? Well, because he took off Monday and Tuesday. And I'm looking up like, why did he take off Monday and Tuesday? Well, because they said he had to work Saturday and Sunday. And she says it like, and the Easter Bunny dropped off a quarter under my pillow. I mean, that's how retarded it sounded.
And then I said he can't get 40 hours and he's got to work the weekend, so he had to take Monday and Tuesday off.
He can't get 40 hours. That's not even correct.
He can't get over 40 hours.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See,
I
the
said
way
it correctly yesterday though, but
you didn't say anything correct yesterday.
Yeah, okay.
yes I did.
No.
You're a bunghole.
Mike, how does this conversation make you feel?
Scooby snack.
I hear Fat Albert like, "I'm going to go down there and give me a bubble sandwich."
Hey, you want to see Travis? He's working this weekend.
So now I'm just tripping out because I'm like, okay, so there goes that for Sunday.
Doing my Robitussin
I have
too?
to figure something else out.
Hey, I got to tell you, last night, Robitussin came.
Hold on. Does the bus still smell like the Trojan factory? Let me just say, I left the inner tubes on the bus for like a month during the hot time of the months because I thought we were going to go tubing again. Then we didn't. Well, then last weekend on Friday, I said, I got to clean the bus out because we need the bus on Sunday. So I go out there, deflate the bus because it still might, I don't know. It had a very strong smell of rubber. So every time you would open the door, you actually visualized like the Michelin Tire Man, but you visualize the Trojan Man coming up on Trojan Man, and you visualize him jumping out of the bus with a sword and, Mike, you visualize Mike jumping out with like the gold packet of 10 condoms linked together. I'm ready to party.
With just
That's
10?
With just 10. That's right. But listen, I left. This is what's crazy. So I left the windows and the escape hatch, everything open. I spent like half a can of Lysol in there, left it open all day Friday. Then I went in there, closed it Friday night, soaked it down with Lysol again, thinking Saturday, let it get hot in there and kill the smell. We opened it Sunday morning. Yeah, it still smelled like condoms.
Because the box
Smelled like a good year.
It smelled exactly like 10 condoms.
God,
Worked
it was
out for
bad.
somebody.
Well, hey, it smelled a little bit on Sunday, but the benefit was not too many people wanted to sit in the bus, so I didn't have to worry about it. And then Abby and Philip, I could kick them both in their vajayjays for leaving Crystal's
Oh, come on.
Crystal's
Oh,
food
my
in
God,
there.
that's
You don't
the
do
worst.
that.
Yeah, so then when I got in there at the end of the day, it was the smell of nasty crystals and condoms.
Okay, now that could be one of my dates.
I thought all the crystals got ate.
Steph, why would I be having this conversation if all the crystals had been eaten?
Man say
Because I thought they were. I
Only
thought it was
fools-
empty.
You
I
need
thought
to
they
quit
all got
thinking
ate.
because apparently you don't do it very well.
It's not working.
I wouldn't be sitting here having a conversation about the nasty smell of Crystal burgers if there wasn't Crystal Burgers in there.
But it wasn't Abby
Falling in
and what I'm
love.
saying is it wasn't Abby and Philip's fault that they were on there. She gave them to us,
Oh,
and I put them on the bus
holy turd.
for
monkey, here
everybody
we
to
go.
eat.
So now you get now you fixed it. So instead of me wanting to choke the living hell out of them, I get to direct it to you for being an idiot.
That was smart.
Good job, Steph.
I didn't want you being upset with them when they didn't do it.
No, you would just rather me be upset with you because you did it. And you know what this falls back under? You don't expect Abby and Philip to know better, but we expect you to know better.
Jeez, I tried to do something nice for everybody on
That's
Sunday.
Hey,
I put
you
food
made a
on the
mistake.
damn bus.
Hey, how
and
did
now I get
let me ask you a really good question.
What?
How come I didn't know anything about the crystals until the smell was lurking all over the bus when we were cleaning up? How come I didn't know there was crystals earlier where I could have ate since you just said everybody?
because you wasn't there when they left.
I like taters.
You were walking around or doing something.
Pause. So you take them from Philip and Abby and say, I'm gonna put them on the bus for everybody to eat. Don't I fall under as everybody? So why didn't you tell me there was some damn crystals to eat?
Yeah, if I ain't family, you ain't everybody.
I was kind of out of it.
Oh, here we
If
go.
you haven't figured that out on Sunday,
Chick,
because I took the
you've
medicine.
been out of it for about 3 years now.
Yeah, I was fixing that.
And I wasn't the only one that knew the damn crystals were on the bus. Missy knew, Travis knew, Kevin knew.
Who's supposed to be my second? You listen, you are my second, just like when I go to the bathroom and take a number two.
No.
You are my second.
No.
I told you a long time ago, you are the sheet, Stephanie. You are the
I
sheet.
know. I thought you said I smelled like sheet.
Well, that too.
Well,
Yeah,
that too, yeah.
ShamWow!
So anyways,
She
it's
banged, she
funny
banged.
that she's saying all this stuff like
Yeah, she did wrap this up like
misdirecting the
that.
heat on somebody else.
But she was just, she's a good kid. She's trying to take, she doesn't want some, you know what? I know Steph pretty well, and she doesn't want you being mad at
Hold-
them.
Hold one
What?
second.
No, you
I haven't-
can't anybody else tell a story.
What are we doing right after the show? So you still don't plan on going to Turn and Burn, or you do plan on still going to Turn and Burn? What is your plan?
Well, we're not supposed to talk business before the show.
Listen, Jen.
You want another one? You want another one? 'Cause
Are
I
you
got
pouring more coffee, or are you going to the
We're going to go to
bathroom?
commercial
No,
because
I'm
I
getting
only
Dollar
want
Tree.
people on video to see me yell at Mike. Everybody will be right back.
I guess that means bye, Jeff.
Yeah, right.
Jeff, hit me back.
He'll
Well, hey.
participate.
Huh?
Pouring
I
coffee.
do need to scoot. I got to go.
No, I got to take my sister-in-law to the hospital.
Did the update on my phone.
Oh,
It jacked up my phone.
10-4.
So I can't. I
10-4.
don't have text anymore.
10-4. I'll hit
Hey,
you up.
Can you play a song for me? Since I couldn't text you earlier.
What
You're about to
song?
make his head explode.
I don't know, Led Zeppelin or the Guess Who, American Woman, maybe.
I just got finished playing Led Zeppelin's American Woman.
All
Led
right,
Zeppelin
how
did
about
American
Cat Scratch
Woman?
Fever from Pearl Jam.
I love you, Jeff. Got to go.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so to fix my big speaker, Mackie's wanting the amp back. So I got to take the amp to Billy. And I can't answer this and tell Billy as he's trying to plan his day.
Right.
I can't say I'm coming directly after the show if I'm taking you to Turn and Burn. So I'm
You're not.
asking you.
You're not. I got
Okay.
to take my sister-in-law to the hospital. Use
What a turn and burn for.
to get my truck fixed.
So are you not going today
No, I'm not going today
at all?
at all.
So tomorrow.
It maybe not even then. I know.
Okay, I've got to go one day, Swan,
Okay.
and I'll just go without you. I mean, not that matters, but I got to do something.
How can I go without you? I'm gonna order.
And I got to drop off
firearm
my Mackie computer too. Damn it!
I'm gonna order firearm.
I mean,
News
Mac.
magazine. I can get 36 issues for $29.
Huh? Of what?
Firearms news. It used to be shotgun news. I love it. Shotgun news was a hell of a lot. I bought my brother a subscription to it. It comes a couple times a month. But
I need to
it's
get-
really up to date on the news and what's going on with legislation. I think that'd be good for me to.
Stop. What? What are you talking about? Trying to get into the what? Or are you trying to add something to the show? What?
Firearm news. You ever heard of
I am
shotgun news?
so friggin' multitasking.
You ever heard of shotgun
No.
news? It changed now to firearms news. And you can get 36 issues for $29. It's good. Before it was like $4 a fucking. This is through our magazines.com thing.
I need to get with you. And
Just for Fun Radio has.
You found those bullets for the Hornet?
Okay.
The one that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The disintegrating home energy kinetic background noise.
Yeah, that was like a slug or whatever.
No problem. I think we even have a affiliate with ammo. Somewhere usually 5 to 7%. So. But when you go to order that ammo, let me know and I'll order some ammo. Dum Dum will probably order some. We could combine and order together.
She has some 9mm stuff I want.
Travis wants to
Going back low.
bullets for that.
Yeah, that little thing. God, the damn brakes aren't long enough.
It's just long enough for him to go to the bathroom and nobody else.
And it was long enough. Well, we over talk, so then we stick to it.
It's not even 8 o'clock in the morning yet. Oh, that sounded kind of whiny, didn't it?
Yes, it sure did.
At least you picked up on it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Last night, Jeff came up. Matthias came up in a conversation. Me and a friend and my son were having chicken and mashed taters and macaroni and cheese. Thanks for bringing that over, sweetie. And we got to talking about lemon drops. You ever had a lemon drop?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Those are pretty good.
I want to make some lemon drops Friday night. Okay. And so then it kind of got into what do they call those things, like the teenies, the apple teeny?
Yeah.
Now I've never had any of that crap, so I don't know. And then I said, well, why don't we just mix Robitussin? You know?
Oh my gosh.
And everybody was looking at me like, who would do that? And I had to tell the story, man. Jeff Matthias, Robotripping. And you know, I don't know. Maybe it's just the people that I hang around with. Nobody had heard of that before.
Robotripping?
Yeah. So I don't know.
Just call it Lil Wayne. He's pulling Lil Wayne. Everybody says pulling a Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, I don't know if it was, you know, what that was all about, but nobody I know.
Let me get done with my show. Hi.
Y'all pushed the buttons this morning. I hope all y'all know.
Quit,
dude, let me tell you. Let me
Yeah.
tell y'all. I'm trying to take a nap yesterday because this sleeping 5 hours a night is friggin' killing me. So I'm telling you, as I'm laying there trying to close my eyes, it goes a Conyers number, a United States number, Gym Ice Skating Ring number, Encino, California number, Boston, Massachusetts number, my buddy in California, Ben, then Jason Cripps, then Stephanie, and I'm just like, and then somebody from Stone Mountain number, and then when I went to answer it, maybe my hello might have been a little Satanish, like hello.
Hello.
So then they hung up, and then Belinda the car girl called. So that was while I was just trying to rest my eyes. It went no caller ID. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there was 2 from Jason, so I probably need to call that one back. 9, 10, 11 phone calls in a 45-minute period of me just trying to go, woosah.
Well, when you go woosah, when you go woosah,
you know,
go like this.
multitasking is one thing, but damn, dude, when there's so much happening at one time,
You can turn the volume down.
I know, but I'm just like,
You're an
good
attention whore.
Lord, dude, I have got to figure out a way.
You're an attention whore. You love it.
How do I love it when I'm wanting to throw my phone like a hockey puck across the floor?
If you didn't love it, you would throw your phone like a hockey puck.
Okay, you're fixing to make me cuss you. The only reason my phone doesn't go across the floor like a hockey puck. Unlike you, I own a nice phone.
Yeah, but I thought it had a do not disturb thing on it that you could put on there.
Yeah, but
and
when you
just let emergency numbers.
yeah, but you know, some numbers. I mean, if I got a phone call, it's certain stuff I probably would want to, you know, answer. It just, what do? You know, not everybody knows your schedule, and I was telling my wife last night, I've got to get myself on going to bed at 10 o'clock in the morning to compensate for getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Going to bed at 10 o'clock in the morning?
10 o'clock at night.
Oh.
I swear to God, Jen.
You said 10 o'clock in the morning. I was just like, what?
You knew better.
No.
Did you ever watch Frequency?
No.
That came on again last night.
Second episode came on last night.
Yes.
Friday night, the first episode comes on. I've already got it set up to record. I wasn't going to watch the second until I watched the first.
Yeah, I didn't watch it last night because we were watching Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters.
That ain't good?
It was okay until I
I've
fell
heard
asleep.
a bunch of people talking.
I heard it sucked.
I was going to say, it couldn't have been too good if you fell asleep.
Yeah,
How
I
about,
fell
I'm
asleep
still
and
on Lethal
Travis
Weapon,
did.
dude.
That is funny.
I told
It
Crystal,
is
I said,
funny.
you know, I need shows that laugh,
Yes.
but it's action with laughing, and I love it.
Have you watched Speechless yet then?
Chris with Ravens is saying, turn on Do Not Disturb. Who?
Speechless?
No,
The
which one is
ABC,
Speechless?
about the
I don't
kid
watch
with cerebral
anything
palsy?
that's Ask Bill Clinton. If it's on ABC, I don't watch it anymore. I'm boycotting them.
Oh, well, that's a cute show, though.
I need to watch it, but there's already so many other shows to watch. God, I'm still behind. Like, we recorded Timeless. I've not watched it yet.
That is, I'm liking it. I'm
Well,
liking Timeless
truthfully,
a lot.
Mike, have you watched it yet?
No, and don't
And-
watch Black Mirror.
Okay, well, the reason it matters is Redneck, we like time travel movies.
Okay.
We do too.
Rednecks who get drunk and can't remember yesterday or what time they opened a 12-pack of beer. Me and him like time movies. So I think I'm going to watch it and check it out.
Who kept saying watch Better Late Than Never? And who kept not watching it? And
Well,
then when
that's-
you
that's
finally watched
Stephanie,
it,
that's
you said it was absolutely hilarious.
Stephanie, that was straight up comedy.
It
Of course it's
was.
funny.
It was hilarious.
Yes, it is. Okay, my God. To make you feel better, congratulations. Congratulations.
Oh,
You told me to watch it.
clap.
You told me to watch a comedy. Oh, my God.
And you liked it.
Yes, but anything that takes brains, I have to ask somebody that might have some.
Welcome to Moon!
Timeless is kind of like Quantum Leap. And did you ever watch that? Did you ever
Continuum?
watch- yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Not
love
Conti-
Continuum, but
It got weird.
she never watched Continuum, though.
No, 7 days. Did y'all ever watch that show?
No. I've never.
How long did
Yeah.
it take you to watch it?
No, he had 7
Sorry,
days.
I just wanted to see what she had said.
From Alabama. Took me 9.5 days.
He had 7 days to go back in time and fix something that was wrong.
Oh. Now Flash is doing that like every episode now.
I kind of.
But
I don't
you know the thing that they did great about Flash is they actually took in consideration that if you went back and changed anything,
Yeah.
you would screw something up.
Yep.
That is the best part about the story right now. And I'm guaranteeing you, people in her parts of the world would not get that little change. Could change everything.
Yeah, because they do
Well-
they did the same thing on Timeless.
Yeah. Well, Quantum.
I haven't
not
watched
Quantum,
it yet,
but Continuum, the last season of it, it got probably the last 4 or 5 episodes. If you didn't watch every second of that thing and watch the next episode, and then
Yes, you would get
congruently-
lost.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you miss 5 minutes of an episode,
But
give it up.
was it not a good story? I mean, it did get a little hard to keep up with.
Whenever they start to see themselves in time,
Yes.
is where it kind of. What was that?
Okay,
Kinda like
Bull.
Butterfly
Bull.
Effect.
Has
Yeah.
anybody watched Bull?
I
I keep
recorded
saying I'm
it,
going
but
to
I-
watch it, and I have not watched it yet.
Mm-mm.
Is Bull, and I'm asking you, Chris, is Bull, because he's my age, so that's the reason I ask it this way, by the way. Is it like a Perry Mason? I mean, I don't know.
Well, he's supposed to be a jury specialist.
Yeah.
I
I don't know. I have to watch it. I tell you what I'm
Um,
waiting for is that new one called, is it Real Genius or just Genius?
Mhm.
Oh, is it the one where
Where the guy's helping the handicapped people.
Yeah, and,
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I saw the previews for that. That comes on CBS.
Yeah, it comes on October 27th. It starts. There's a lot of stuff starting at the end of the month, by the way.
Yeah, and then well, I know you probably because you said you're boycotting ABC, but
no, it's not. I'm boycotting
Designated
it, but
Survivor.
I just I don't know. I'm aggravated with ABC, so I'm kind of just not. Plus, there's nothing really good on ABC.
I don't even have regular
NBC
TV.
seems to be what I'm watching the most.
I wanted to try something too, but I don't watch regular TV. It's all Roku or Netflix.
I'm fixing to make that decision about cutting some some cords, man.
We were showing that way too.
Here's my problem. I am spoiled with the luxury of a DVR.
Yeah.
My problem is I say I go to where I'm not paying. I'm just paying for internet.
Mm-hmm.
That means I now will have to be responsible for keeping a piece of paper to tell me every channel that I need to go to watch every show I like to watch, where my DVR does that. You try to ask me a channel that something plays on, I can't tell you. I just know it's on my DVR, because what'll happen is if I'm watching a show, I see something or a commercial or something, and it tells me, I don't know if you're showing me the Trump thing.
No, get this. I'm logged into your AT&T.
Okay.
Watching cable TV.
Okay. What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
Well, you said you could multitask. I don't have to have AT&T or any of those other ones. You can hack into them.
Batman. That's what I was saying. As long as I kept internet, I could still watch TV, but it would make me have to be responsible for writing down everything I want to watch and what time it comes on.
Well, they have apps now.
Hang on one second.
Like
Just run.
And thank you, caller.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
So I have a song request from Jacob.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because if we're not answering his messages, you should call.
Yeah. You can call anytime.
What is
He wants you to play American Woman by Led Zeppelin.
Oh my God. I'm going to start strangling people. Here's what's funny. Has him and Jeff purposely done this to me? Because while it was playing this morning, he types, "Who is this?" And I'm like, what the hell? That's why I ignored it.
I'm gonna be the one to throw Jacob under the bus, but this is all his ideas. Jeff fell under his eye.
Good.
Golly.
Don't fall prey to him, sweetheart.
Listen, for all you great listeners.
He also told me to say he would like to hear Cat Scratch Fever by Pearl Jam.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
We'd like to hear. We'd like to hear "Shut Up" from Jacob.
So when we go to commercial, I'll make sure I play that Led Zeppelin song.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What a dingle.
Jeff and Jacob have been dripping and sipping from the Robitussin this morning.
Man.
Okay, anyway, I just had to do that. I had to go to work.
Thank you. Have a good day, them little munchkins.
We love you. We hate him.
Bye.
Jeff should dress up for his Halloween. He should go get the cough syrup costume from Party City.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jeff Mathias, I need to know, are you going with me on that ride Saturday? We got a really cool ride, by the way, you guys. We're going to go to a commercial again in a minute and actually play a song this time. I had to multitask with military Mike getting on my friggin' nerves over here.
What the hell do I do now?
Not now, then. Gosh, y'all take stuff so personal, you friggin' idiots.
Oh my God. If we said something like that to you, your head would explode. Literally.
I just thought it'd be funny to say,
y'all
take everything so personal, and then I call you idiots. I mean, you're not taking it.
Your body would run around tackling stuff without a head.
So, anyways, what else we got going on this morning? We got anything of any importance?
Nope.
Oh, here, let me unmute you. Well, because you were singing the friggin' Jeopardy theme stuff while we're talking.
Yeah, you got something.
9:00 we will have Victor. I'm gonna not be able to pronounce his last name right.
Wow, is that how did they say that in Congress? We now have Victor, and I won't be able to pronounce his name the right way. Is that French? Does that come with mustard?
Yes, it does.
French mustard. Never mind. I was making a joke towards the redneck. You know what I can tell? is ye that's not quite so redneck doesn't understand redneck-inese.
Yeah. I'm going to go with yeah.
Just go with yeah.
Yeah.
Steph? See how easy she's doing?
And Steph.
It's like a laser pointer and a cat.
Because I was trying to find his last name on his
I need to get that action thing.
And
Take 14.
Armendariz. Victor Armendariz. He's running for District 4.
Super great guy. Rides motorcycles. Showed up to our event the other day. It was really cool.
Yes, he's going to be calling in at 9:00 to talk about his bike ride that he's doing this Sunday.
Yep.
And all the proceeds will benefit Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. And it's about childhood cancer. So he'll be calling in between 9:15 to talk about what he's got going on Sunday.
Yep. So and the reason we can't help him on that, I mean, we're going to help advertise it. Don't get me wrong, but we can't participate in it. Is we have the Pink Pooch Parade. But if we weren't at the Pink Pooch Parade, I would be all on this ride of his because it's really a good thing. They're going to be leaving the square of Covington.
I think everyone should understand something about the parade, though. Seriously. I am.
So we're going to have this.
I'm the number one judge.
You're the only judge.
Hence, therefore, ergo, number one.
And you will have the pooper scoop because it is the poop judge.
Number one.
You're going to judge on consistency, smell, size.
Uno.
Yeah.
That, we have made you the judge for the only thing you're qualified for.
Eins. Hana.
So anyhow, Saturday we're doing an annual. They're now making it an annual because this is the first one. Poker run Saturday, October 15th. Registration at 9. It pulls out at 10. $20 a hand. So instead of playing $20, paying $20 a bike and then paying for passengers as well, it's just $20 a hand. It's going to be going from right there at 78 at the edge of Loganville and between. It'll go to Monroe, Good Hope, Madison, Covington, Walnut Grove, and then back to Sparky's Machines, which is where we're going to be starting.
Sparky's.
So just to throw that out there, this is not a bar hop, which y'all know. I've kind of got to the point where I don't like to be part of charities that's pushing. I mean, I have a problem now of pushing us to go from bar to bar to bar to bar where people are drinking. And my problem is for instance, this is for a women's shelter. Well, how can you do something good while doing bad? And I have a hard time with that. I know you can translate that in so many other directions of how I live my life doing the crazy stuff I do, but I can't be the guy that's pushing don't drink and drive and don't break these laws and don't be stupid. And then yet we're wanting you to do a charity where we're going from bar to bar to bar drinking. So it's just a pet peeve of mine that I have to live with. I can't tell you what you should do. I just know that I don't want to be that guy.
Okay, enough of the crybaby.
So there you go. This is a good one right here that we can help out on. And
here, I've got a question.
Do good for a women's shelter.
Here, I got a good one for you. How do you feel about a Just for Fun radio network sponsoring the World According to Militarymike's motorcycle and muscle car show next
at a church? I would be all for it.
It's at a bar.
I'd be all for it. And it wouldn't be just at any bar.
No, it's at that one particular.
I know.
Yeah. Is that cool?
Yeah, I mean, that's okay.
Okay, because they got a huge parking lot.
Because you know what we're not doing? You know what we're not doing? Yeah, I'm not telling you, okay, here's the thing. For years, I was nothing but known as the DJ biker. I mean, the biker DJ.
Well, that was the thing, yeah.
And we were always hustling, and I don't mean in a bad way, but we were always promoting charity ride to help a fallen biker, to help this, help that. And I get you. And I'm trying to tell people to be safe on motorcycles. But how can I preach be safe on motorcycles and then go, first round's on me.
Yeah.
And then let's get on our motorcycles and haul ass to another bar. It's already dangerous enough that we're trying to run a pack of 30 or more bikes together through intersections and not get hit. Now let's try to run a pack of 30 through intersections and have 5 or 6 of them drunk. And people get hurt. Me and Crystal was on one, and everybody was sober. because we hadn't even made it really to any bars yet.
Right.
And we're coming down G's Mill. We take a right at the horse park. We're all still in the same formation that we were in. We then to take a left on Dial. I can't remember the name if it was Dial Mill, but it's the first left. So you take a right, take the first left right in front of the park. And as we're topping this hill, right where the golf course is now on our left, the horse people are on the right. We're looking to the left because they're filming a commercial on those rocks. So as we're kind of just driving straight, there's no traffic coming. There's people in front of us, people behind us. We shouldn't have any fears in the world. We look over and I point to Crystal. We have our headsets on. I say, look, they're filming a commercial. And about the time I put my hand out to point, the guy behind me floors it and comes around me, scares the living hell out of us because he gets in front of us and slams on the brakes. And then the guy that was his buddy behind him did it to us too. And then we get to Glenda's. First thing I do is get off the bike, and it's no longer DJ Scottie. It's pissed off Scott Spence, the biker. The guy I used to be had his helmet in his hand, and I'm looking over going, y'all better tell your friend you don't pull that shit. You don't do that when my old lady's on this motorcycle. I'm about to go over here and bash his head in with his helmet.
Oh my God.
So some of the people that only know me as DJ Scottie are looking at me floored, can't believe that's what's coming out of my mouth. They've never seen me mad. Now, some of the people that know the old me are even looking at me shocked because they go, dude, he usually has control over that demon that's inside of him. But I wanted to bash this dude's skull in.
Control the demon.
So, that's why I don't want to do that anymore. Right. I just don't want to do those rides because you know why? Every time the percentage of getting hurt is higher. Right. You know the reason I don't ride the Superman bike? We were leaving a bar. Somebody had some Bloody Marys that morning and rear-ended my bike. I don't discuss it a whole lot, but that's the reason the bike's parked right now because the fender needs to be fixed. I can fix it, blah, 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 blah. The point is somebody that was a friend of mine hit my bike because they were impaired, and I don't appreciate that, Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool. No, okay, on this one.
Everybody's adults. They know better.
Yeah. Now, this one, the establishment will be helping us, like splitting the cost as well as advertising their side of it. It would be all day Saturday. People could obviously show up Friday night, but we won't have, there's not security out there or anything. I figured we'd probably have to be out there Friday night just to maybe have some fun.
I will not be allowed to be there.
Okay. So I was just thinking a little fun,
I know,
beforehand.
I know.
And then everybody shows up Saturday. We'd have the cars on one side, the motorcycles on the other. Probably going to have to get somebody who's actually ran one of these to help me through the judging process,
Right.
We're not going to have a whole bunch of judges. I'm looking at trying to get celebrity judges, people, like Mike Tyson or somebody like that that's in the local area, just to come out and have some fun with us. Basically, they wouldn't charge a cover to go into the establishment, and you can go in there and do and get and whatever you want all day long. But at the end of the day, 5, 6 o'clock, we do the judging. And then after we judge and make our announcements, that's it. No ride. You see what I'm saying? When I did,
you were rambling like Steph. You have given a whole lot of explanations to this event, not told anybody where it is, what it's for, anything like that.
Because I haven't confirmed.
I know.
With them.
It's just too much information on something we can't share yet.
Well, I want to make sure that we've got some excitement about it too.
Right.
That's how I get a feel for, is this something we want to pursue? And it's also a way to kind of talk about it because we have sponsors obviously for the radio show, and they may not want to be associated with a.
What you're doing is causing confusion right now. You know what it is?
Okay, I'll just shut up.
No, what you're doing is I got a secret, but I can't tell you. But then you leak some of it, but you ain't telling it. But you're leaking a piece of it, but you're not telling it. So how about we get more details and then we share with everybody?
Yeah, it's called giving people a little taste, see if they're interested.
You're not a cocaine dealer, sir.
Okay. Whew, buddy.
No, you get cocaine, you give them a little taste, you get them hooked.
Hey, Steph.
Hey, Mike.
How are you?
Good. How are you, Mike?
I don't know, but don't say nothing.
No, but you gave all this. No, you gave all this. You didn't give any real information. like you were given hooks and pieces of the information.
Exactly.
I bet you.
Exactly.
Okay, I want one person who heard any of this that can call in and tell me what you think he actually just explained, because I even feel lost because you were beating around the bush.
Well, the world according to militarymike motorcycle and muscle car show is kind of explains it.
Well, now that you said it all in one sentence, that does make a little bit of sense.
I said that at the beginning.
But then you splatted it. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of it reminded me of the 80s when that paint clothing idea came out, where you dip your hand in and splat some paint on this part of the shirt and another color on this type of the shirt.
You know what it reminded me of?
I liked the hypercolor shirts. You know, the shirts.
I still got one of those in the closet.
I do too.
It doesn't change colors anymore.
Mine doesn't either.
Have you ever seen the one that's the
Dryers killed it, by the way.
Yes.
It's the Wi-Fi symbol. You know what I'm talking about? The little, like, it looks like an antenna.
Yeah.
Okay, but it really is a Wi-Fi indicator.
Hey, that would be cool.
Yeah, you know, because all Wi-Fis are on the same
Cool.
frequency. This thing identifies it and it lights up when you have a strong signal and it goes down there.
You know what I would like to
See if I
do?
can find that.
Hey, how about this? Figure out how it works.
Yeah, it's some material.
Then, instead of putting the name Wi-Fi on it, put hashtag a-hole meter. And then when you're standing somewhere and it goes off, people will start looking, going, oh, hell, his shirt's lighting up. It's finding an a-hole.
Yeah, probably couldn't wear it in here much.
And you don't want me to punch you?
I used to have a shirt that you hit the button on it, and it was a Tash shirt, and it showed him breaking through a wall. So when you hit the button, it would go.
Stephanie, that wasn't a shirt. You were wearing a garbage disposal box.
Don't wear that shirt in here either. Hey, Steph.
Hey,
I'm going to play Mike a song, and if we come back and he's still here.
Like taters.
Anybody else got anything to call in about today? Let's do it.
Nope, we're just here.
just be sure you keep in mind though that we have a caller calling in at 9:00. So please don't tie up our phone line at that moment, please.
So DJ Scottie says call in.
And Steph says not to.
DJ Steph says no calling. Here, I'll throw a real curve. Shoot 3 times in the air until you run out of arrows.
No,
Okay, so if anybody's going to call
9:00.
in before 9. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Or not.
And I got a message yesterday.
I'm
Y'all
sure you
remember Anthony Ivory? We had him in here. He's the director of New Rock Prep Academy, Sports Academy.
Yes. Bumped into him the other day at the QT. Me and
Cool.
Travis did.
Well, Mr. Charles, who is with Southern Fried Wrestling, sent me a message yesterday that they are actually going to be doing a wrestling show in Covington at the school.
You know,
on
I
the
was actually
11th.
thinking about that the other day, thinking they should do that. How cool is that? I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, so that's going to be Sunday, December 11th at 2 p.m.
What? December 11th?
December
Okay, make
11th.
sure you put that in a calendar.
Okay.
You know that thing that you and Mike both looked at each other last week and go, how come we don't use it anymore? And I'm thinking, I don't know. Why don't y'all?
Yeah, I'm getting I'm getting more information, and as I get more information, as far as the ticket cost and who's going to be there wrestling, I will let the listeners know. And that's going to be right there in Covington. So all of you that hear us talk about the Southern Fried in Monroe, you can check it out locally.
And there you have it. But there's the shirt right there. See, it's got, and it glows like that. It really does. The 802 frequency that Wi-Fi's are on.
But the problem with Steph, you know what Steph would do? Steph would be like turning her hotspot on her shirt. I mean, on her phone, just to mess with people.
You just said redneck Steph and a hotspot on her shirt, and I'm going to vomit.
Well, it's not like she's been hanging out with Bill Clinton.
I'm sorry. I don't think of it that way.
Hotspot on her shirt.
Mm-mm.
Okay, commercial time.
Suddenly my back hurts really bad.
I got an inverter for that.
Shut up. Your nipples inverted.
Oh,
What?
my God. Did
You see the Corvette Turner Burns got?
Yeah, I was there yesterday, or not yesterday, but the day before. I was looking at it, but to me, it's a little bit expensive, but I'm not a Corvette guy.
Here's the thing. You might be able to buy it for a good deal. Don't get me wrong. But Corvettes are upkeep. You know, maintenance. Maintenance ain't so bad, but like parts and
they ride like shit. I hated mine.
I love mine.
I hated my aunts.
I hated mine. I loved it because I got chicks, but oh my God.
Here's the song that everybody's asking for. Watch. And here's the song I'm going to play you because you kept asking for this song. Oh my God, somebody's smoking out of a hot dog. Oh my.
Weed?
Yeah, look.
Oh my God. That's
Is that desperate? I mean,
that is.
here's what worries me. I've seen somebody fold up some holy cow, that would suck. Look on his leg. Mike, don't look.
No, I see. That kind of stuff I can deal with because I've had to lay in a hole forever.
That would suck. And I've thought about that every time that I've ever, like when we used to paintball, dude, there was a big hole that was always covered in leaves and shit. And one of my guys would always like uncover the leaves, jump in the hole and cover himself back up. And I kept going, what happens the year you do that and there's a nest down there?
Yeah.
What happens then? What? Oh, December 11th.
All right, well, Alex, I don't know what you're talking about because, yes, it says 802.11 is a set of MAC and PHY standards for wireless LAN. But if I really said that over the radio, do you think anyone would catch that?
I'm trying to figure out what the hell you're talking about.
Well, he told me, shaking my head, 802 isn't a frequency, Tard. But if I said what he just said, would anybody on the planet other than him understand it? Yeah, 802, it's easier. Okay. I know I didn't say it. Maybe when we go back live, I'll put it on there. Not. The grip, Alex. This is why you don't have friends.
Wow.
How about that, trees?
All right, let's see. Well, from what I can tell,
right?
Vodka. They
Lemon
say
juice.
a light sugar, like a confectioner sugar. But what we used to do is we used to put just a shot of Sprite in there because Sprite is really sweet.
I didn't have, and I never had it
lemon
with
juice. You know,
it had regular sugar around the rim.
yeah, we never did around the rim stuff. That's sugar around your rim. That'd work, but I ain't into it.
Talking to.
He's just trying to be nice because he's been an absolute dick this morning. Saying you're being a dick. Quit using us to be a dick. Your teeny little dick. Dick. You're a little dickhead. Dick.
You remember that song? Fish heads, roly poly fish heads.
You're a little dickhead. Dickhead.
They're coming to take me away. Ha! They're coming to take me away. Yee-hoo. To the funny farm where life is just a fantasy. I really wasn't impressed with Ghostbusters last night.
Yeah, nobody's really.
Chris Helms is in it. I mean, yeah, Helms. Guy that played Thor, he's in it, and he plays a complete dumbass.
It's funny.
It's perfect. I got in trouble when I was a school teacher because there was a kid that started singing that chicken head, bark, bark, bark. That's what Scotty was looking at.
Because I had a clean version of it.
Okay, so I
don't know that there's a dirty version.
Are we live?
Hold, please. Just for Fun Radio, we are back. Now we're live, Mike.
All right. Here, I got to. And please call if there's any callers out there that
call before 9.
Yeah, call before 9.
Because Steph cut you off.
Throw that out there. Okay, so I'm being corrected. 802 isn't a frequency, and apparently I'm a tard. 802.11 is a set of MAC and PHY standards for wireless LAN. Most commonly in the 2.4 gigahertz spectrum to begin with, and now more common. Yeah, I know. Okay. So
at what point of this is anything happening? Yeah. I don't even remember we had a frequency conversation.
Yeah. Well,
wait.
Here's my point.
Where did this come from,
Alex?
No. Where did the frequency come from?
The frequency on the shirt, because that's what it's doing. It's picking up the.
We are making that big of a deal over a damn shirt.
Yeah. This is why the guy has no friends.
Oh, now hush! Don't turn it into personal. But I thought we were way past the shirt by now.
He says, well, now I can sound reasonably intelligent. Well, thank you, Alex. It's unfortunate that you think that I care about your opinion.
Well, my problem is nobody really paid that much attention to that part of the.
I know.
We were just making the crack about the show.
I love Alex. I really do. We're friends. But he can be a real dick.
You know what sucks about you hanging out with Alex?
What? I like the guy, but I'm not going to bars or nothing with him.
No.
It's just like going out with Casey.
Shh. I was just going to say, you know, the old saying is that the ugly girl or the good looking girl always hangs out with an ugly girl. That way she gets the attention.
Steph, is that really a saying?
You shouldn't be messing with Steph right now.
I'm asking Stephanie. She's the girl on the show.
Without you trying to change my point.
Yeah, some women do look at things
without trying to change my point.
They hang around with an ugly girl.
Oh my God. Yeah. You shouldn't try to hang out with Alex. Because you should never hang out with anybody smarter than you.
Why? That's how you
because that smarter. Makes you look stupid.
No, it doesn't. That's how you get smarter, is hanging around with people that are smarter than you. If you're the smartest person in your group, you need to find a different group. So yeah, hanging out with the guy, you can get smarter. I'm just saying, fact checking me at 8 o'clock in the morning when I was just throwing something out there is a little rough.
Well, after insulting him, you may not have him as a friend any longer.
Oh, bull!
He doesn't look
like that. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning. It's before 9 o'clock.
Okay.
and that's why I hung out with Scott, so he could get more attention. I mean, he had the looks, but the personality just sucked like hell.
Okay, so what part were you playing, Jeff? Were you the pretty girl or the ugly girl?
No. Do you know what Jeff was? Do you know what? I'm gonna mute you, Jeff. Do you know what Jeff was?
Damn,
Jeff was.
Now he's muting callers.
You know when there's always that shark swimming around. It has that weird fish that hangs out with him that gets whatever crumbs are left over. That was Jeff.
The little parasite.
That's totally a joke, by the way. Jeff liked the fact that when I would bring hookers home, they had friends.
Oh my God.
Now, were they the ugly friends?
I wasn't saying that, Mike. I said that was a saying.
I thought that was the topic of the discussion.
I wasn't saying that. I was just saying that we're friends. I was saying it. Never mind.
See, I was smart.
How about them trees?
I knew Scott Marshall would always tick them off, so I had the opportunity.
You know what Jeff said? Jeff said, and I'm gonna say this out loud. Jeff's like, they cut my work in half. All I have to do is just sit back and let them piss them off, and I don't even have to go out spending any money at the bar. I don't have to go look for girls because these idiots are bringing them home for me.
Dang, man, you okay with that, Jeff?
Hey, it worked.
He just said that. He just said that he knew we would piss him off, and then they would go. Jeff pulls the mic.
Crying, I had the dry shoulder.
See, they needed somebody to talk to.
Wow.
Jeff had a system, you guys. Don't let it fool you.
Alrighty then.
That sounds pretty sad, Jeff. I'm sorry.
Really, Mike?
I didn't realize you were the ugly girlfriend.
Oh my God, Mike! You have no room to talk.
I'm not the ugly. I'm a damn good-looking man.
Business.
Oh, God.
It is one of those days. We're all on it today.
No, don't drag us into that pool.
So
See what you're doing? You're trying to drag us down too with it because you're being a booty head.
So here's a throw out to one of our
Here's
awesome.
Mike harassing me, and he's the one that my name is on the top of his tongue.
What?
I have no idea.
You were talking about me last night, so it's just kind of funny that I'm in your head.
No, we're talking about you in a bad way.
Okay, caller, you're coming in broken and stupid.
Jesus Christ, you're now using Mike's lines?
Yes.
You do realize we were talking bad about you.
Oh my
You're still
God.
talking about me.
Wow. So bad. Oh my God.
Bad.
He's one of those guys. He's one of those guys. Bad attention's better than no attention. Is that where we're going with this?
It sounded like that's what he just indicated.
That's what he said.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh my God, Steph's been waiting to use that line all day. That's what he said. Oh my God, this is sad.
Oh God, that's funny.
What a day.
Gotta blame it
Where would you
on
be
that
without
new
me,
medicine.
Where would we be without you? About 5 minutes further into the show.
It wouldn't be robotripping, that's for sure.
I'd have a whole bottle of Robitussin at home.
Steph does. Who are you kidding?
That's
Later,
why
guys.
Jeff.
Bye, Jeff. We love you. Don't be
Yeah,
all
we love you. Don't get butt hurt.
Look, Steph brings over a vampire. She goes and opens the refrigerator and pours a little blood that she had freshly squeezed from a cat into a champagne glass for the vampire. A redneck comes over. She breaks open the champagne of life, which is that crappy beer. Travis comes home, crappy beer. Mike comes over, a Bud Light. Jeff comes over. She goes to the medicine cabinet, just comes back with Robitussin. It's the strangest crap ever.
Do you like Great Value or Kroger brand?
CBS.
Yeah.
Look, he does this. He pops the top and goes and rubs it under his nose like a wine and goes, generic CVS, my favorite.
Do you ever do that at the store? Do you ever smell the Robitussin?
I could see him opening the orange flavor and tasting it, going, I don't like it, and then reaching for the grape. And the people behind the pharmacy window going, what the hell's this crackhead doing?
Yeah. Or people going.
Yeah, I kind of swirl it around the bottle a couple of times and touch it to my lips, just get that little bit of taste. And
so do you prefer bubble gum, grape, or
oh
orange?
my God. Have you seen him try to walk and chew bubble gum? That's scary.
He can throw a hell of a roll of toilet paper, though, or paper towels. Oh, so
I got an arm on me. I got a lot of practice.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Mike. We're sure
Is it 9 o'clock?
he's got a lot of arm and practice.
Yeah. Is it 9 o'clock?
Where's that phone call?
Just tell him it's 9.
What a day. What has happened today? We just started out so screwed up.
Yeah, well, you're yelling at us.
Well, look who's in the studio.
Who came in acting like somebody else?
Huh?
I didn't want to call her name.
Must be you. It ain't me.
Oh my God. Stephanie, please save us.
Oh wow, things are bad.
So yeah,
Oh, my God.
Things are
Man,
bad.
You're reaching the bottom, ain't you?
I'm going deep.
bite me.
Kind of hitting right at the bottom and clawing your way out. You asking her to help you.
So here's a plug for one of our great, awesome, spectacular sponsors. Big old kudos over there to Gene at White Brothers Automotive Parts. The piece that I needed for my van, other places want close to $40 for it.
What, a roll of duct tape?
No,
Look at Mike. Mike, I finally got Mike to laugh.
it's half the price over there. So
You did walk right into that one.
Yeah, I know,
Gorilla
I did.
tape? I mean,
I'm trying to plug our sponsors here, and he's
You walked
Hey.
right into that.
Look.
get him, Gene.
Hey.
Get him, Gene.
hey, Stephanie, Gene is married.
I know he's married.
Well, I don't
You
need
married him.
I don't need you. I don't need you trying to plug one of our sponsors. Just say it.
You know.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. You
Just
know what I
wow.
meant?
Nope, I have no idea.
Okay, so plug the sponsor.
Plug it.
Could you hurry?
For all your automotive needs, if when you need a part, go see Gene and the awesome crew over there at White Brothers.
Yeah, and they can usually get it really fast if they don't have it too. That's the
Yes.
cool thing is
Geek, geek, geek.
transferring between stores, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes,
et cetera.
I'll be.
And you
picking
know
up the
they
part tomorrow.
and you know if most of the dealerships are using parts from these guys, then come on, dude, that
Yep.
speaks for itself.
Yep.
Yeah, come
Hey,
on.
Robitussin's ready. I got to run.
Yes, sir. Hey, do you preheat it or you just sit it in the
Yeah.
dashboard and let it heat up by the sun naturally?
Set it up in the window.
Oh my god,
All right, brother, holla at you.
that's disgusting.
Hey, I'll let you know later about the ride. Bree, I think, is in on it. So
Okay, yeah, let me know because it'll be me and well, Crystal said she may or may not go. I was just sitting here thinking Crystal was going to go, but then she brought up having to pay the babysitter. So she said that she thinks she may go do something with Zaylee that day. But regardless, I'm definitely going.
I got you. We may just meet you instead of riding all the way to your house.
Yeah, just meet us at
You over there
78.
Sisters.
You live in Snellville, duh. Yeah, you can.
Well, you're
Sisters, we're going to Sisters that morning. Yeah,
so we may meet you over there.
10-4. See you then.
All right.
All right, bye.
Peace out, guys.
We're talking about
Bye.
leaving my driveway at around 7:30 in the morning because we're supposed to be at the ride at like 9 to 10's registration. I figure if we get there a little after 9, whatever, but I figure if we're going to go to Sisters, I know if I'm going towards Loganville, I'm getting some breakfast. And I know if I'm getting anywhere near Sisters, I'm going in to eat. So hopefully they'll be open at 8 a.m. Pardon me as I burp. They're open at 8 a.m. We'll go in and get some breakfast.
Break fast.
Breakfast.
Anybody got anything? Is there any TMZ crap going on this
I actually
morning?
have one TMZ thing pulled up. People usually run away from Leatherface, but hundreds came out for the grand opening of the gas station, the key location where the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was filmed. Roy Rose, owner of the new Texas barbecue joint and motel, tells TMZ they had a packed house. People waited in line almost 3 hours. He says they hired a cook for the opening, and trial run went so well, he's now their full-time guy. We're told a ton of merch was sold in the gift shop, and special guests included Ed Neal and Ed Gein, who played the hitchhiker and the cattle truck driver in the OG movie. Roy says they showed Texas Chainsaw 3D on a big screen, and he'll be serving up more killer barbecue Halloween weekend. So the gas station that was used in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is now opened as a actual location.
That's cool. You know, it's like what the Mystic Grill did. So that's kind of a cool idea.
Do you
Yeah.
remember who the female actress was in the first one?
No, I vaguely remember the first.
It was Jessica Alba. The big
Was
tall
it?
red. Yeah. Yeah, she was. It was. She
Wait
was
a
in the
minute.
first
Oh,
one.
No.
Is it Jessica Biel? It may be
No.
Biel.
Neither one of them are old enough to be in the original
I tell
movie.
you, she was a little teenager.
Yeah, you're
No,
talking
no,
about
no.
the remake.
Yes, you're thinking the remake, and you're thinking of a redhead, and the
Yeah.
redhead that you're thinking of would have played on. She was a detective on The Mentalist,
I didn't see The Mentalist, but
but that's who you're describing. That's
it
the
Jessica
that's
Biel?
the no. That is none of the names. Jessica Biel was in one of the remakes though, but she wasn't a but she wasn't a redhead. Not stop. back up because there's been so many remakes. She wasn't a redhead. Jessica Biel did do the movie, I believe.
Yes,
but there was there was another remake of it, and the redhead would have been the detective from The Mentalist. So you throw in the name Jessica Biel with the redheads, what threw this off? There's been so many remakes of this movie, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, there's been.
Yeah, you just threw it off with just a redhead because I'm like, no, wait a minute, that's not the right redhead
in there.
Yes,
Pepper was her name in the movie.
Hold on. I was over here looking up some Donald Trump accusing type stuff, so he threw me off when he went there. So, I just love how you want to talk about something, but you ain't pulling it up. So now we have to do it.
Oh, hell, I ain't saying nothing.
And then Alexandra Daddario, or however you say it.
Man, you're just flying with big wings today. Okay, so they did a remake in 2003.
And then they did another
Jessica Biel would be in there. Not as a redhead, though. So that's where I was trying to go back on the redhead part.
Might want to see if the carpet matches the curtains.
And then they did another one in 2013. It was
Brown hair.
Chainsaw 3D.
Chainsaw 3D.
Yeah.
Oh my! I didn't even hear of that one.
Look, there's a trailer. Watch.
That one's a good movie right there. This one you're about to play. It's good. Have you ever been there? Texarkana?
Brown hair. That's what I was trying to get at. But there was another remake. So that's what I was getting at is they have remade it multiple times.
Oh yeah. This one's really good though. But have you ever been to Texarkana?
No.
Me and my brother we were driving up by that area, and I said, "Hey, can we go there so we can say we've been to Texarkana?" You know what? You would think they would really play up this movie. They don't.
You would think that they would.
You would think
would take a little
like
more.
Roswell, Mexico. You know, is everything in Roswell? See, look, see that picture? She's walking away.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to tell you, but when I watched
that was a cool house.
It was cool, and when they were in the car. Oh man, I tell you what, the 2012 remake was one of the better ones.
Well, and that's what I was just fixing to say. There was the 12, and I was scrolling down to see what the deal is on that one. I wish that Rob Zombie. I'm having a hard time speaking of Rob Zombie in movies because he did The House of a Thousand Corpses that was awesome. Then he did the first Halloween that was really awesome. The second one, but then the movie he did after that had to do with the people from The House of a Thousand Corpses. That one was more like a drug head movie.
Dogtown or something like that. Is that the one you're talking about?
I'm sorry. I caught Hills Have Eyes.
We have all really these tablets. If somebody would like to pull up Rob Zombie movies while I'm still on the Texas Chainsaw thing.
Like
okay, the one you just said, 1,000 what?
I'm pulling it up so somebody will have some information.
That's what I was talking about. I haven't seen that one.
So you got The Devil's Rejects, and that's what I was trying to get at.
Not that good.
So The House of a Thousand Corpses was good.
Yes.
Okay.
The Devil's Rejects, that was the one that was a little more stupid.
Yeah.
Halloween I liked.
Lords of Salem.
There you go. So The Devil's Rejects wasn't all that bad. It was the Lords of Salem that was a little weird.
Yeah. That one I got so lost.
And now they said that 31's Rob Zombies. Now I saw 31 being advertised on the Kaido stuff, but I did not realize it was Rob Zombies.
I didn't either.
So
that's pretty. What's that Nazi one over there?
Wait a minute.
That would be called the Werewolf
of the SS. Oh, I see it.
Jesus, Stephanie.
Saw the Nazi symbol.
Yeah, but the people listening is going, "Oh my God! Now Rob Zombie's doing Nazi movies."
Yes,
no, Stephanie.
He did.
Jesus.
That thing looks old. So 31 is Rob Zombie. Why was I thinking?
Okay, Rob Zombie. The reason that looks old. Okay, so Rob Zombie. I don't know that you've ever paid much attention to Rob Zombie.
No.
The MTV did the whole MTV's Cribs one time. And they went to his house. Inside his house, there's like stuff from the Munsters, rather. The Addams Family. Like he collects all that kind of stuff. Well, he goes into like what somebody would consider like a walk-in closet. that's just shelves upon shelves upon shelves of DVDs of every old horror movie, you know, back from Lon Chaney. Remember Lon Chaney?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So that's why he recreated the werewolf movie and kind of that's the traditional stuff.
Now, you know that like the video game, like Doom and stuff.
By the way, I'm going to watch 31 now to go check it out.
Yeah, that's interesting. I thought it was Stephen King, and I got to tell you, I'm not a big Stephen King movie.
Oh, I love Stephen King.
You know, he did the one Misery, I kind of like that, and a couple other ones, but for the most part,
Cujo.
not. Yeah, see, you know,
The
just not a
Stephen
big
King. It was better.
Just not a big Stephen King guy, but I thought 31. Now, what's the one with the clown? It something.
It,
and it's Pennywise.
that's Stephen King. Yeah, Pennywise is the clown.
Because you know they say the clown thing now is just freaking out of control.
Yep.
People are chasing people. People are getting shot. People are going, I've been preparing for the zombie apocalypse, and now we're turning to clowns. I mean, there's just so many things that are going wrong, and it's all over the world.
Yeah.
And those guys, was it DM Pranks? You know, they're the ones who really started the spooking the hell out of people with
yes.
clowns. You know, I haven't seen any new videos from them. I'll go check here in a second. I love those videos because they're hilarious, but you could never do that in the United States.
Right.
Somebody kill your ass.
Somebody,
hey, did you see what was going on? Now, this is a news thing. I know for some reason, you got a whole bunch of naked.
Well, because, as you were talking, I was actually trying to do something here. So Donald Trump, this is what I was doing before we got on 4 conversations ago. One of these people that's coming forward saying that Donald Trump has not been the slime ball that everybody's painting him to be is ex-beauty Katie Blair.
Yeah, she was a beauty queen.
Okay, so it says that she was Miss Teen 2006. So I pulled up her name. So I don't know if we're doing anything other than this. So I click on Yahoo. Now, apparently that name, Katie Blair, is used by tons of people because I guess they were trying to cash in on the name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this one young lady that you got to remember 2006 to now, 10 years, right? So you got to understand if she was a teen, she's grown up. But this person in black, this black-haired person is not her. And what I was clicking back and forth looking at is, look at the jaw. Look at the jaw and the squared chin. That would be you looking, see square chin?
Yeah, I saw it when you first brought it up.
But this is not her. So that's what I was bringing up is that's not her.
Oh, yeah, the body styles are completely
different.
But that's a big girl.
But 10 years, you could say her body would change from a teenager to a full-figured woman. 10 years, you can assume that. But that face isn't going to change. That jawline, look at that jawline. That jawline, it cannot change unless you go get plastic surgery.
Okay, so I don't understand why we're doing investigative reporting.
Because it says here that he's being accused of being a slime ball with this girl. I was looking to try to see, is this girl, has she turned into a slime ball herself? What has she done for the last 10 years? We don't know this name. You know, you may know the name, but what has she done? So what I was looking is to see what else she's done. Okay, normally if she's done a magazine shoot or been on a cover of Cosmo, it would be one of these top rows of pictures. There is no pictures. This girl's done nothing. So basically what she's trying to do then, since now this is the conversation we're on, 2006, right? They're claiming that 11 years ago that he was this slime ball. That's what they're trying to paint him as. Well, this girl's saying, well, in 06, he didn't act that way to me. That's what I was trying to do. I'm trying to see, what has this girl done over the last 10 years? Is anything she say, is it credible? Does it matter? Who are you now? I mean, have you moved on to do more famous stuff? Because where I was leading with this is, you just spoke this morning. Now 3 other people have come forward. So I said, oh my God, this is going to turn into a Bill Cosby thing. If he did anything to you 10 years ago, you should have said something then. You don't wait 11 years to come out to say, oh, he was a slime ball 11 years ago. So all I was doing was trying to link some stuff together because this person hasn't been doing anything. She's not in the limelight anymore. So my other point of this is, the reason I'm doing it, is if she hasn't done shit in 10 years, nobody knows her name, knows anything about her, is this her publicity stunt? To now try to get face recognition, get her name back out there, try to get into the acting world, try to get back into the modeling world. This girl has been vacant from society as far as popularity, as far as being in the streamline of media, as far as everything. Nobody even knows this chick's name. 10 years later, now all of a sudden she's on TMZ saying Donald Trump never did nothing. So now if TMZ's interviewed her, now she'll probably, I'm just hypothetically saying this, she's going to start making up all these times that I've hung out with Donald at these events and he's never been this guy to me. Next thing you know, this girl will be on a TV show somewhere. All I was trying to do is pull the link together. Makes total sense to me.
Okay.
In a normal world, we would all be having this conversation about this, but not today, because today's a effed up day.
Okay.
I guess on to another subject then.
Okay.
Man, it's just a bad day. Well, then somebody come up with a story.
So the FBI is investigating hacking of local clinic database. The FBI is working to learn who hacked the patient database of a local clinic. Peachtree Orthopedics has locations in Cherokee, Cobb, Forsyth, Fulton, and Gwinnett counties. Channel 2 talked to a number of people who were affected. They all got a letter explaining what happened and live in Monroe, Rockdale, Decatur, and surrounding areas. And it's funny that they're reporting about this because yesterday Travis got a letter in the mail from Peachtree Orthopedics that says his stuff has been hacked, possibly.
Oh, man.
Because remember when he...
What kind of stuff would they possibly have? It's just an orthopedic.
Oh, your social security number, your birth date, all that. Because when he hurt his shoulder for workers, or when he was working, that's where they sent him to get the shoulder looked at. The workers' comp people sent him there, and yeah, he got the letter.
I mean,
yesterday.
I guess so. I mean, I guess, because I guess so. I don't think about the fact that you do give all your medical information up,
and you do put your social security number.
And an orthopedic, I guess, would be just the same.
Yeah,
but I've never gotten. Hell, I put a claim into Social Security and I couldn't get anything. So, I mean, having my Social Security number, what can you do with it?
I don't know. I guess if we were smarter in the hacker world,
yeah,
I guess
maybe, I don't know.
I don't know what you can do. I mean, hell, I'll give you my Social Security number. I don't care.
Well, some of them you have to put your driver's license. So at some doctor's offices, I can't remember if we had to put.
And some people's driver's license number matches their Social Security. Mine does not.
But some older ones do.
Yeah, my mom's.
You got a couple of years on it.
My mom's used to, but then when they did all this changing, when Nathan Dill or whichever governor it was that did all the changing where you had to have all this information to get your driver's license.
Oh yeah, don't get me started.
They gave you an option if you wanted to change your driver's license number.
Part of me thinks, and this is such a 50-50, part of me says, put a chip in me, scan my arm. And then part of me says, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Oh yeah. But you know what? I'm all for it.
Oh,
I'm tired of carrying this wallet around. I'm tired of carrying all this crap. Just let me go.
It goes back to a conversation me and my wife had last night. My wife brought up something that makes a very valid but smart point. Okay, so I have security cameras, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Mike, think of this with an open mind. Because I know Alex is going to have his point too. So I want you to be open-minded because Alex is going to look at it from the technical side of this or the legal side of this. So I have a security camera system. When my alarm goes off, let's word it this way. We're watching a movie. Let's word it this way. We're watching a show. The house is broke into. Before the cops got there, the people were already gone, and but they could go look through surveillance cameras and try to find people and all this other stuff. So my wife says, why is it not an option that if you were choosing as the homeowner to release the power of 911 to look at your security cameras, the cops would kind of know what they were looking for before they ever got to your house? Because the dispatcher could say, looking at video surveillance now, the car in the driveway appears to be an 86 Caprice. Looks like 4 suspects are now walking through the yard. Ski mask on. You're looking at my camera now at the trash man, so you kind of concern me as we're having this conversation.
Well,
Mike's staring.
Yeah.
No, but it's just funny as we're having this conversation, you're actually looking at the cameras. But see, it seems to me, then it becomes a violation of the privacy. But if you choose to allow that, and then it falls back under the, if you have nothing to hide, why does it matter?
All right, hold on now. Now, look, when I was a district manager for a rent-to-own company, okay? In Riverdale, I had to give the fire department a key to my building and the code to my alarm.
Explain.
They said if there
don't make me guess.
Yeah, if there was a fire inside, instead of breaking my windows, they'd open up the door and put my code in.
Right.
No.
Because you fear in your mind a dirty fireman.
Right.
Yeah. I can see
that. And I
said
no. And you know what? I got a fine. I got like a $250
But
fine.
it falls under also, if you wouldn't you have cameras to show somebody coming in?
Oh, absolutely.
Wouldn't you have a code that would say the fireman's the one that turned it off?
Yes, absolutely.
So, because I remember with the first time I'd ever seen these alarm systems, which Jeff Mathias's old company by design, each person had a code, so he would know who turned the alarm off. So, in your mind, wouldn't it say fireman?
But not if he gave him his code.
No. You would give him a code.
Yeah.
Oh.
But wouldn't it say fireman? And then you would, even if, okay, so 3 o'clock in the morning, hypothetically, you come in Saturday morning, you go, oh my God, jewelry's missing. Mm-hmm. You look in your log and go, oh my God, fire department came in at 3 a.m. Mm-hmm. Then it's an open investigation on them. It's no different than if your door would have got kicked in. And
all right, you said to have an open thing. Now, here's my point, and this is kind of where I was going with the whole thing is, yes, we'll have a videotape. We didn't have the code, maybe even facial recognition. But guess what you got to do? Now you got to get the guy. Then you've got to prosecute the guy.
Yeah, but you take that chance every day with breaking in and entering anyway. Just fun.
Good morning.
All right.
Just for Fun Radio.
It's 9 o'clock.
Hello.
9 o'clock.
Hey, actually, ironically, you're talking about the morning access. Brookhaven has actually sent out a request for homeowners to allow them access to their security cameras.
Never do that.
To me, if I got nothing to hide, what is my problem?
Big Brother's watching, and Big
Brother's watching anyways.
Big Brother can watch your wife come in the house, and then any cameras in your house.
Big Brother can hack my system and look now.
Yeah, if you think about it, how many security cameras do you see just driving around town?
Millions.
And they have access to those.
They could hack in my system now with the right person if they really wanted to look at my video.
Right, look, now the stuff you see on TV ain't the way. Somebody just doesn't walk up to some computer and type some magical macro code in and have access to all your security cameras. It's not that easy.
Anybody with a security company already knows how to get in your system.
I agree. But that's why security companies have background checks and whatnot.
Okay, but a security company, you have to worry about that guy. Now you're saying I need to worry about a fireman in your situation. I'm just throwing it out there like.
Well, I'm saying are
you more worried about the crackhead kicking your wind in or the fireman?
I'm worried. Okay, look what I'm looking at right now. I put up my walls, my defense, okay, and they come at me with their offense. That's the crackhead. Okay, I'm not the other way. You're giving them a key to the castle,
but you're also supposed to be taking in consideration that there's a trustworthy issue. There's
no
fireman.
Scotty.
Yeah, but the thing is so your alarm goes off. You see the PIN code. You go, it was a fireman, and now you put all the pressure on the fire department. Mm-hmm. They do their investigation. The police will go investigate it as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
But your odds.
We're going to handle it internally.
But your
the
odds.
Guy quit. He moved to California. The difference is having a secure situation and giving someone a key to the castle. And I disagree with
okay. So in a business sort of mind, I understand your alarm situation, which had nothing to do with the video part of stuff for where I was going.
Right.
So I understand what your view on that alarm thing, but on the fact of your house alarm's gone off, your daughter could be in the house alone. She could be trying to call 911. Don't you think it would be cool if they could tap into the video and go, here's what's in the driveway that we can be prepared for when we get there? Because she's in a closet. She can't tell you what's outside.
No, I still disagree. And all I'm going off of is the basic understanding of how security works. And what it is you establish barriers to make it more difficult for people to come in. You don't give them a key to the castle. If you give them a key to the castle,
the crackhead breaking in my house trying to do something to me is not a police officer or a 911 dispatcher.
I agree.
Just Fun Radio.
Hey, this is Victor Armendariz.
Hey, how are you, sir?
What's happening?
Good, how are you?
Fair to partly cloudy.
Terrific. What's going on with you, guy?
Oh, not much. I just wanted to see if I could call in and talk about the bike run that we're having maybe for a couple of minutes.
Oh, yeah, go right ahead.
Absolutely.
Excellent. So this Sunday, we're having a fundraiser for Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. And this is going to start in Covington in the town square and then end in Stone Mountain. And we're raising money for children with cancer. And it's just an issue that's near and dear to my heart. Just one, I'm a cancer survivor. I was diagnosed in 2012 and I'm almost 5 years now remission.
Oh, that's great news. That's great news.
Hey, and without sounding too crazy and personal, if you could, what cancer was it? And we lost him. The only reason I was bringing it up, Mike, is I was going to make the whole awareness of the testicular cancer with men. And I don't know. I think the phone hung up. I wasn't trying to be a smarty. I was actually trying to make a valid point.
Personal, isn't it?
Just for fun.
Yeah, sorry about that. I think we got disconnected.
Yeah. And I wasn't, and Mike looked at me because like it hung up right when I asked that question. The reason I brought it up is I just had a thing within this last month where testicular cancer, I had a huge scare of that and nobody talks about it. Like everybody talks about women's breast cancer. People don't want to talk about testicular cancer. So I was just pointing out that we as men need to kind of let our guard down and go to the doctor and get checked out, because there's a lot of poor guys walking around this planet who are just thinking they got to be this tough guy and they don't want to admit they hurt.
Man, you're absolutely right. And I'll tell you, I was one of those guys. I had pain for about 6 months and it kept getting worse and I kept passing it off as, I'm getting older. And I just, I'm an avid soccer player and I play couple of nights a week, and I just thought, I'm getting older, I must be pulling something, because I was having pain in the lower abdomen. Well, when it finally got to the point where I could barely walk and I went to the doctor, that's when everything started. I went and had an ultrasound and then they rushed me the next 2 days later I was in the hospital getting surgery. And
that's what I've been suffering from, man. What you're saying is exactly what happened, except mine turned out to not be a problem. They did, but the problem is they said they didn't have an answer, and I went home on Friday and waited till Thursday of the next week to go to a specialist. So from Friday to Thursday, you're going, oh my God, I hope I don't have cancer. Yeah. Oh my God, I hope I don't have cancer. So I'm so glad that while I'm still on pills right now where they're trying to fix my problem, I think it's very great that you are speaking on that. I've been speaking on it, because men, you've got to consider these things. I don't mean to take away from what you're saying, but your agenda and what I'm trying to push is the same. We have got to make these people understand that this is out there.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I tell people now, it's one thing to be tough and endure, but when you've got a pain and you can't figure out what it is, or it's a different type of pain that you've ever had, get checked out and take my word for it. It could mean all the difference in the world, because the cancer that I had ended up metastasizing, and it did because I waited so long. So I had a bigger battle that I blame myself for, because of just being that macho guy type thing. So I would encourage everyone, if you have a unexplicable pain or want something that you just can't figure out, go to the doctor, get it checked out. It will be the best thing to do. And 99%, maybe it's not going to be anything, but at least you have that peace of mind. But if it is that something like what happened to me, the earlier you catch it, the better. And I just cannot stress that enough.
Yes.
But yeah, that's what ended up. Mine ended up being what they call seminoma pure, and it was my lower abdomen just had a tumor that developed, and then what the doctors, the way they explained it to me, they said your tumor's like a tree because it's branched off and went up towards my stomach, and then it metastasized to behind my stomach. So that's. But I was very fortunate and very blessed because the treatment, I responded very well. I went under a month of treatment, and I just responded great. And knock on wood, so far, so good.
Good. So I was just the bike ride, it begins in downtown Covington on Sunday at 1.
Yes, so it begins downtown Covington in the square. We're going to meet, have a little rally. It begins at 1 o'clock, and then we're going to end in Stone Mountain, right into downtown Stone Mountain where the German restaurant is. It's going to end there. We're going to have a little rally, and we're just going to have a good time. And again, this is just for a good cause. You know, the other thing that just weighs on my heart so much is when you see children go through cancer, it's just it's tough for an adult, but it's tougher for children. And
yes.
Raising money for them and for that research we just have to do it. I mean, I watched, it's another reason why it's so near and dear to me is I lost a brother to leukemia when we were little. And so I just can't say enough about the things we can do to help research. And, when they research for children's cancer, that leads to all kinds of cancers. So if anyone who could come out, and you don't have to be a rider, we're definitely going to have a group of guys ride, but we're also going to have a few people that are going to drive from Covington to Stone Mountain. We've got some people that are just going to meet at the end in Stone Mountain so they can join in on the rally. And so you can walk, ride, drive, whatever you want to do. It's just to support the cause.
And how much is it to participate in the ride?
We are requesting $20 a rider, $10 for a passenger. But I will tell you, because this cause is such an important one, it will take whatever anyone can afford, whether that be $5 or $50 to $100, whatever anyone feels like. It's all going for a good cause.
Awesome.
That is really cool. Yeah, definitely. How long have you been putting this together?
So we were, probably maybe about 3 weeks or so, we really started putting the plan together. It's something that I've wanted to do for a while.
Right.
Especially, I've been riding motorcycles since I was about 8, 9 years old.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, it's in the blood, and it's something that to this day my parents don't like, but when it's in the blood, it's in the blood.
That's it. Absolutely. It's so funny how people that don't ride immediately always figure that we're in danger as riders,
Mm-hmm.
Thank the good Lord, never really had a bad accident. The only time I really ever have done anything bad on a motorcycle, it was my fault.
Wow.
Yeah, I know Scottie rides a lot in groups. I never rode in groups.
Yeah, I mean, I ride a lot in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we do a lot of the big charity rides, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always nice to be to be able to ride in a group. And I got a buddy of mine that just really, really got into street riding, and I told him, I said, when we ride at least 2, 3, 4 at a time, it's a lot more. You'll feel more comfortable, and then. Then you're going to get that bug and you're going to ride by yourself. And then when you do that, you gotta always stay on the defensive and be ready to go on offensive, because you just got to take yourself out of situations and see everything as it's happening.
Now, when you ride as a group too, you're a bigger target. I hate to say it that way, but you get seen more. And that's the big thing on motorcycles is make it, because there are guys that love to ride in those blind spots and love to zip between cars, and those are the ones that cause the other folks to to get in trouble. So
there's no question. You know, I joke all the time about how there are some bikers that will give the rest of us a bad name, and that's the guys that are zipping in between and barely missing the car so they can get next to the other car. And I understand, you know, when you're 19, 20, 25 years old, you're invincible, but it's, you know, you're not. And some of them have to learn it the hard way.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think the onset of so many motorcycle clubs nowadays, I think that's a good thing, believe it or not, because there is some structure, there's some organization, and there's some of the older guys teaching some of the younger guys the rules of the road.
Oh, there's no question. And it's a great thing, because what I think a lot of people don't realize, you know, a lot of these motorcycle clubs, they're doctors, they're lawyers.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all the way to your lawn guys and I mean, there's all types of riders. I mean, I see all kinds of riders, and that's what a lot of people, they see, oh, you're in leather, you must be this type of guy, but they would be surprised. Their own doctor probably rides a Harley, and they just don't know it.
Well, I can tell you this, I look great in leather.
I feel the same way every time I put that jacket on. I just look at, man, I'm just lucky to be me.
And Mike cannot get over the fact, and I'm saying this now that he's walked away from a microphone, he cannot stop saying assless chaps. And I'm like, Mike, there's no such thing. They're chaps. They don't have a front. They don't have, and he just thinks it's the coolest thing to be able to talk about me walking around and chaps in a weird way. I think he fantasizes or something about it. I don't know, but it's very odd. But a lot of people don't realize it's in case we hit that road, man. Yeah.
Oh, I tell people all the time, if you ride a motorcycle and you don't wear, that's a very minimal jeans and a jacket.
Yeah.
It's only going to take one time for you to go and you get some road rash, and you'll never ride without a jacket again.
Right. And I push gloves, because a lot of people don't realize this. You can skin graft skin from your butt or your thigh to your forearm, but you cannot replace the skin on your hands. There's no skin grafting your hands. So even if I'm wearing a t-shirt and my leather vest, I am always wearing gloves and a good helmet. There's always. Those are the two things I'm doing.
You are absolutely right. Absolutely. I won't get on that thing without gloves. I've definitely done it with a vest before.
Yeah.
And if I'm riding in a group and we're escorted and we're just, we've got 100 riders or so. Nice day, I'll wear a vest or something like that. But I've always got on gloves, because you're 100% right about that.
Yeah, and, always.
So you want to protect and a helmet, and I go to Daytona a lot, for Bike Week, and there's not a helmet law there.
Yep.
But I do it anyway. I mean, unless I'm sitting in traffic, I might pop it off.
Right.
But the minute I'm moving, I put it on, because you can have a head injury at 5 miles an hour.
That's right.
As much as you can at 50, 60.
Definitely. Well, I'm looking forward to your ride. I wish there was some way, but I have a big event that day. I wish there was something I could do to help you more than share it. But it's at least maybe the next one you plan, if I get a little more notice about it. Not that y'all did anything wrong. We just lack a communication between the two of us. Maybe we can share it a lot more.
Well, I was looking.
No, that sounds. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I was looking at your event page on your Victor for Congress email or website, and on the 22nd of October from 12 to 2, he's having a chili cook-off, an Old Town Festival.
Yes.
So maybe
we'll send you some more details about that. That would be wonderful.
Where's that going to be at?
I am not sure if we've nailed down the exact spot yet, but I should know that shortly, and we will get that information to you right away.
Okay. So maybe that's something that we can be at. I know that evening I'll be going to Monroe for the wrestling that we follow around.
Well, we'll definitely get the information to you. That would be awesome. And don't worry, this one definitely came together really quick, but I hope to make this a yearly event and maybe even do more as we go along. I'm even considering possibly doing some type of Toys for Tots type thing, maybe in December.
Right.
So I'll definitely.
And that would be good if you did do that one. We used to have one here in Rockdale that last year was their last year. They did 25 years and all the guys kind of retired. So the one that we were helping no longer exists. So if you do get involved with one, let us know. That might be something we'd like to be part of.
Oh man, absolutely. I'm definitely wanting to put this together. So let me get it together, and you will be the first one I tell about.
Cool. Because with you riding and the one we did involved everybody on motorcycles, and their entry to be on this big ride was to donate a toy. So with you being a rider, that falls right into that where we could all merge it together. I mean, you could still do a Toys for Tots the way you were doing it, but I'm saying we could then work on doing it that way too, because that would pick up where this other guy left off.
Man, that would be wonderful. And I just want to let everybody know, even once I'm hopefully elected,
yes, sir,
on November 8th, this is something that's still going to do. You know, I'm going to spend the time in the community, and this type thing for children, raising toys for kids is a huge thing also. So that's something we'll definitely do.
That is an awesome idea.
Yeah, I would love it for you guys to be part of that.
That'd be cool. That'd be really good. All right, man. Well, anything else, just holler at us and let us know. Anytime you need us to get the word out about anything, just let us know.
Man, I appreciate it. And thanks so much for giving me the time today. And,
sir.
Again, if anyone that can come out on Sunday, please do, whether you ride or not. We welcome everybody.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you very much for calling in, and just shout if you ever need us.
You bet.
All right, have a good day,
man. Have a good one.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
All right, you guys, and we're probably going to be looking at getting him in also to interview him about him being elected into Congress as well. So his election's coming. Everybody, let's shoot off the commercial. We'll be right back. It's just for fun in the morning. I'm trying to multitask at the fullest level this morning. Hang tight. We'll be right back.
Well, because he won't. I gotta sneeze and it won't sneeze.
I'm using this to cut it.
Why are you using it to cut it?
Because I was cutting the cheese.
I'm gonna fire you. I wasn't blowing it. I was trying to keep from sneezing. Good thing that big mic's not on. Oh my gosh. I hate it when your nose starts running.
There's nothing posted. everything is.
I just said, I'm sorry to be so blunt, but I just found out. I'm having an off day. Well, it's like I keep taking hits. I've been taking them since yesterday afternoon. I'm just shaking my head like stars not aligned or something.
They were this morning.
It's a full moon.
I can see the belt of Orion.
Holy cow.
No, that wasn't weird. It was that tension breaker, right? It just had to be done. You keep freaking me out looking at the cameras because I'm like, oh my God. You know what I'm waiting on is the one day somebody comes around that corner with a freaking clown mask on.
Oh my God.
Look, this morning, I want to talk about cameras, by the way. Let's go back and talk about cameras.
Sexual?
We'll talk about KMT real quick. No.
Can it be sexual?
You're going to turn it into that because you always do.
And I got some crazy wild stuff last night. Whew.
You do know the microphone's running. And the video's still running.
I really don't. You come over my house with chicken. We'll have you sex. Mac and cheese too.
Hold on. We got to go live. Hang on.
Yeah, man. It's going to happen.
Hold on. All right, we're back, everybody, and I need clarification. So I said I want to talk about cameras. Mike starts talking about perverted stuff, and he said, can it be that? And I went, well, you'll turn it into that because that's how you are. So randomly, he's like, yeah, because I got freaky last night. And I'm like, you do know the microphone's on. He's like, yeah, I don't care.
I don't care.
And then he was like, I don't care. Because if you come over with chicken at my house, and I'm like, what the hell does coming over to your house with some chicken mean?
Man, she showed up with a bucket of KFC. Let me tell you, you come over my house with some original recipe. We're gonna roll around.
I don't understand this. Is my point.
What?
Why does it matter if you come over with chicken?
Because I love chicken. I love Yardbird, man. I love chicken more than anything.
Mike. Here, hold on. I gotta play you this song.
What the?
Watch this.
It's the camera.
Here, hold on.
All right.
Word.
Chicken head.
Yeah. Chicken. They know. The brothers know. Get the grease on my fingers.
That is not what the song's about.
You're gonna get freaky. You ever heard of chicken with a bad attitude?
No, but I'm trying to figure out why coming over to your house with chicken is sexual.
Listen. For a Sicilian, baka. Okay.
What the hell, Chewbacca?
You ever heard of chicken with a bad attitude?
Stop, y'all too. What the hell have y'all been smoking this morning? What the hell does chicken have to do with sex?
Well, apparently you weren't paying attention.
I don't get it. Oh my God. Brett's like, that's right, chicken head right here.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, dude. You come if a good-looking woman shows up at my house with chicken.
So what does okra get you?
Damn, I forgot to cook the okra last night.
Stephanie, what is up with the randomness with y'all?
It's gotta be the
turned on by chicken. Stephanie's thinking about okra.
Let me tell you something.
I forgot to cook the okra.
And you know what?
Apparently, you didn't forget too much if it just dawned on you. I mean, you must not have wanted it very bad.
Well, you know what? You start cooking that chicken, and the smell gets in the air. Maybe she didn't make it to the okra.
We made pork chops last night. Pork chops and
that's different,
some
baby.
Kind of
Steffi.
It's the other white meat.
It's the other white meat. You're gonna make this a racial conversation.
No.
God.
And we had this. It was, the rice-a-roni things that you get.
Yeah.
It was something like that, but it was the pasta.
Mm-hmm.
And it was.
I buy those. Man, you go to like Kroger and stuff. They have those for like a 10 for 10.
Yeah.
Are you
92 cents or something?
Kidding me?
Like,
I buy like 30 of them.
Well, this was the
You can dump
mac
that
and
stuff.
cheese and bacon bits.
Oh, come on. You're killing me.
It was missing something though.
Yeah, chicken.
It said you could make it with ground beef.
No, that's chili mac, man. Don't make. Let me tell you something. If you ever saw what really goes into hamburger meat,
I don't like.
Don't do that
chicken,
to yourself.
The feel of chicken doesn't bother me. The pork doesn't bother me, but there's something about that ground beef.
Yeah,
I cannot stand the texture.
It's mush.
I can't put my hand. I don't like to touch it.
Yeah, man.
It freaks me out.
That's you want
Feels
good
like brains.
You know what? I'm gonna go talk to the meat shop. They should advertise with us. Either that or one of those businesses that deliver stuff to your house. God, some of that meat is amazingly decadent.
Oh, you talking? Oh man, what are those? What is it called? Something steaks.
Omaha.
Yeah, are you talking about like that?
Yeah. A buddy of mine used to come by the store all the time. And I told him, I said, look, I know we're out in Marietta and I know you can't come to my house and all, but let's do this. When you have stuff that you got to get rid of, because that's what happens. They get it and they got like 2-3 days to sell it. If they don't, then they can discount it. I said, you bring me everything freaking discounted. And let me tell you something. Ken Morgan, when he was my roommate, Ken Morgan is a grill master.
He's a gorilla. There is a difference.
Yeah, well, Gorilla Boy can grill. And him and
have you ever seen him? He can eat too.
Oh, God, yeah.
Send all hate mail too. Military Mike, just for fun.
Let me tell you something. That boy can eat. We went in on a grill because we had that house, and it's a big old grill, and because he would drive by as a police officer. He saw it, went on discount, so we got it. And man, homie would go out there and grill like filet mignon and stuff. Holy smokes. He used to use this stuff. God, I think it's called Dale's.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Travis uses something like that, but it's called Smales.
Yeah. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. That
it's called Worcestershire sauce.
If you ever
thanks for clarifying.
If you ever eat my
liquid
scalloped or julienne potatoes,
liquid smoke
with sausage, mushroom, and
he's still talking.
Hey, y'all turned the fat boy on.
I didn't turn you on.
You said chicken.
I didn't mean to turn you on. When I said chicken, wait a minute. I didn't even say chicken, fool. You said chicken.
Let me tell you something. A good looking woman.
Don't blame me for chicken. I didn't say chicken.
She had taters.
You said chicken. I said, what the hell?
She had taters. She had gravy, mac and cheese, and a bucket of chicken. She knew she was going to score.
Oh, my God.
She knew it was going to happen.
We know now to send every woman to your house with a bucket of chicken.
Well, not every woman now, because I'm a little picky.
Well, apparently not too picky if chicken does it for you.
No, the chicken does it for me, but I may not answer the door. Don't be sending no big girls over the house with chicken. Because that's like a dilemma.
God.
Now, look, if a big
my God, here's Mike's dilemma. You hear this, right?
If a big girl shows up, I might just open up the door, grab the chicken, close the door.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
And furthermore, she ain't gonna if she knows that now, she ain't gonna let go of the chicken.
Well, she is a big girl.
Mike, don't
be showing up. Look, don't be sending no fat girls to my house with a half-eaten bucket of chicken.
Quit calling them that word.
Man, a girl show up, got greasy face, a half-eaten bucket of KFC chicken. And the macaroni,
I need a disclaimer. Just Fun Radio does not condone or support any of his weird actions at this moment.
Once you break open that mac and cheese, the coagulation begins. So if she shows up and she's got a clear plastic spoon stuck in that mac and cheese, she ain't getting in the house.
One time we got mac and cheese from KFC, and I was feeding it to Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a piece of plastic that was in it.
Really?
Yeah.
It comes in a bag. That's how they cut the bag open and put it in that little warmer thing.
Yeah.
So they might have got a little piece of the plastic. Look, I'm here to tell you, man.
Crazy.
Don't.
It was hard plastic. It was
really?
Yeah. It was.
Don't pick on KFC because I will come over this counter.
Well, they're not real chickens.
I will come over this. They are the last real chicken.
Haven't y'all ever heard that myth, folk, whatever you want to call it, where they talk about that the chicken that you get from all these fast food restaurants, that they're not actually chickens, that they're like in a lab somewhere and they have feeding tubes in them that they don't fed through?
Nah. have you ever seen how that works, man, with the little chicks? Holy smokes, man. They mass produce those bad boys, and they inject them full of so many freaking hormones.
Steroids.
Yeah, man. Like in 8 days, they go from a chick to a freaking, something you'd roast. And little ones are like on the floor all over the place, walking around, and people are kicking them out of the way. And stuff.
That's supposed to be good for you.
Well, you don't get those; you get the other ones. And then have you ever seen what they do?
That are injected with the steroids.
Yeah, have you ever seen when they inject them after they take the feathers off of them after they pluck them and all? They inject the meat, man, and the thing swells up. Yeah, man, it's freaking awesome. Those are flavor crystals, as far as I'm concerned. I'm here to tell you. See, y'all talking about chicken. Now I got to go eat chicken today again. I can eat chicken every day of the week.
I could too.
Yeah, it's Chinese food. Like Chinese food, I can eat every day of the week, man. Just chill. I know.
Good Chinese food.
No, I'm thinking all this from me talking about security cameras and
because I got security
chicken
cameras
and who I would have never. Okay, so my point originally when we were off a half hour on break.
Original recipe KFC is good.
When we were on break, I was saying, we were talking about security cameras, and I said, when we get back, I want to talk about security cameras, and I really like the fact, like this morning it was still dark. The time changing has happened. The wife cranks the car up, comes back in to get Zay, and I said, I really like the fact. I'm telling this to my wife at the time. I said, I really feel a lot more secure. Knowing that I can watch you go to the car, and even though physically I couldn't run out and help her as fast as she might need me, but I feel better knowing that I have the cameras on her. The other thing too is with the illegal traffic crap happening on my road. If she backs out of the driveway and one of the school buses that, like yesterday, Steph said there was one reaching 50 miles an hour
had to be
that almost hit her. So at least now I have it on video. So if she's backing out of the driveway, which happens every day, where we almost get hit, at least now I'll have it on video. I will have it on video of these people hauling way too fast down my road, hitting us. At least it'll all be on video. So I do feel a whole lot better knowing that with all these cameras and my different angles, you can see these people doing this.
And hopefully none of us get hurt. And
I agree with that, but the whole safety factor of at least for insurance reasons, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just think it's really cool having it. And what's really funny, though, is watching all the vehicles from businesses that are flying down here, because you can clearly see the names of their vehicles on the side of the cars. I mean, the pizza people, dude. Holy cow. The cops could sit here and almost buy new cars off just the pizza delivery guys speeding through here. They could make a ton of money.
Especially that one particular car.
Oh, Papa John's?
Yes.
Yeah, Papa John's, he doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it.
No.
He's actually went around cars that are stopping to turn in my driveway. He doesn't slow down. He just goes in the opposite lane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, blows my mind.
And he acts like, I don't know.
And my neighbor's in love with the camera too, because she's like, man, the good thing is if I get hit pulling out of the driveway, I know you got on video. I was like, yeah, man. So, it's really cool. I love KMT security systems, dude. I say security systems because that's what I use them for. But KMT Systems has great alarm systems and great security cameras, dude. I love the alarm because if I forget to turn the alarm on, I can turn it on with my app. And I love that. Yeah. Or in Mike's case, I can turn it off before Mike comes in the house. I go, Mike, text me when you're in the driveway so I can turn the alarm off.
We didn't have a problem this Monday, did we?
No, you got it. After I had to just it's a different system.
Yeah.
And he wasn't aware of what buttons you have to push. I love the system. I don't have my
glasses, so it was.
Well, that and it's dark when you walk in. And when you're standing in a dark room and the numbers are lighting up green, without your glasses, you can't. All you see is the bright green color, and you don't make out what the numbers are.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. This week, variable speed did it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her handle that.
Let her handle it.
Yeah, she can see still.
Poor Mike.
Man, I tell you what, that poor girl.
Don't nobody say poor Mike.
Yeah.
Mike brings on most of his own problems.
That is just not true. That is not true.
How is it not?
I like chicken. Okay.
Don't go back to the chicken.
If I'm gonna get some booty,
stop.
I'll pay for the chicken.
Stop. Do you like lasagna?
Is it chicken lasagna?
He's
Stop,
Sicilian.
fool! I'm trying to change it away from the chicken.
Why are you
They do
calling me
have
that?
Because
chicken
you're gonna get
lasagna.
banned from Church's Chicken and KFC Chicken
What's the
and
best
Popeye's Chicken and
Y'all never had
Bojangles Chicken.
Popeyes?
I've
What's
never
the
had
best?
Popeyes.
I like
Me either.
Popeyes. Bojangles is too
Why have
freaking
we not?
expensive.
Why have we not gone to Popeyes? It's
I
right
don't know.
there.
I like the chicken strips at Popeyes with some with the jalapeno peppers.
So next time we decide to go to Monterey Garden, we should just go to Popeyes. My problem is if I'm gonna go pay that kind of money, I'm getting all you can eat Chinese, man.
Yeah, it is that Bojangles, Popeyes, Zaxby's. It's pretty expensive.
How about we went to a Mexican restaurant the other night, and when my wife and my daughter Emmy and Zaylee were there, and I showed up. Food was already on the table. They had it ordered for me. Great. Don't get me wrong. I went to pay the bill, and I looked at my wife after I paid it, and I'm like, that was $70
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
for
look,
Mexican food.
Look.
You can't serve Mexican food in Rockdale County and charge me Atlanta prices, and it tastes no better than the Speedy #1 down the road. You can't do that. They charged her like $13 for a margarita. Come on.
What?
That was no better than any other margarita we can get anywhere else in this town.
Did they freaking put Patron in it instead of
here's
Peppy?
the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah, we won't be going back there because
let me
it
get you a
wasn't.
feeling.
I don't have a problem spending money, guys. I'm gonna tell you,
no.
I don't have a problem spending money,
Yeah,
but it better be
food.
worth my money.
Yes.
And that's my
Yes.
problem.
Yeah. Now here, let me
We are
ask you a
not the
question.
ATL. You ain't charging them prices for crappy food.
Let me ask you a question. about
Ask
this.
me a question.
All right. Expensive food like a Fogo de Chao. It's for me and a date to go in Fogo de Chao. It's a Brazilian steakhouse in Atlanta. It's $200 just to walk in the door.
Is it worth
That's
it?
crazy.
There you go.
Yes,
But-
it's amazing food.
There you go.
And then drinks are, it's about $100 to get in there. It's about 50, 60
Yeah.
bucks per person. It's all you can eat. It's the most amazing salad bar you've ever seen in your life with imported vegetables and whatnot. It's worth it. Okay. But here's the thing. There's also something very similar to it, but less quality. Okay. Up in Alpharetta, and it's about $50 to go on a date plus drinks.
Right.
So $100. Okay.
Right.
So are you okay with paying higher prices for better stuff because it'll be just like a one-time event, a birthday, something like that?
If
Or
it's what you choose to do.
what's irritating me is that prices are getting so high because there's no businesses that have any at 9 o'clock drive around town. Most of the businesses on 138, which is busy as hell, most businesses on 138 food establishments are cleaning the floor at 9:30. They're ready to close up, and they close during the week at 10. Then you got a couple fast food places that stay open. But the point I'm trying to make here is these sit down places have gotten so incredibly stupid expensive trying to make up for the loss of food dollars because there's so many restaurants, which is a commission problem. But here's the thing. Why don't they lower their prices? There is just no way in the world that they're going to sit there and say, oh, it costs so much to put that food out. I've ran restaurants and bars. I know. You know what? And you guys both know. A lot of people don't know this. Let's say we charge $8 a shot for Jack Daniels.
Yes.
Okay. How many shots do you get in a bottle? Let's just go with 30. Okay. Because it's pretty close. You got spillage and all that other stuff. All right. So how much does that make the bottle of Jack Daniels worth? Okay. So it's simple. 30 times 8, right? Simple math. So that's $240.
Look, when me and my dad was going to open a bar,
Yeah.
the shots were where you were making your money.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
You're
Okay,
making
so,
a killing
all
off
right,
your beverages.
How much is
your
a bottle?
alcohol beverages?
Yeah, how much is a bottle of Jack?
I don't. Well, let's just go. Let's go well liquor. Some of the cheaper liquors are $80 for a fifth because a lot of people go, oh my God, you can get that very same fifth at the liquor store for $25. You can, but not through beverage control.
Right.
So a typical well liquor you might get for $80 a bottle, and you got to figure it's a fifth, which is what, a half a gallon or a quarter gallon?
Yeah, more towards quarter.
More towards a quarter. So a fifth's a quarter then.
Yeah.
So then you break your quarter down by the ounces.
Right.
You got a calculator?
Well, that's what I just did, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically that's what we looked at in the last bar I worked at. Is a fifth.
So if you have a
like
correct bartender, who doesn't, screw you. You'll make a killing.
Right. Now, here's the thing.
And I tell people, if you're gonna charge, because a lot of people go, well, we put a little more than an ounce in a drink. Well, you're not legally supposed to. But if you put an ounce and a half in there, then make sure you charge the drink for the ounce and a half to make it fair for your company. But don't charge people for an ounce and a half and you ain't even putting an ounce in there, which Applebee's, I believe it was the Applebee's up at Stonecrest, kept making drinks, and they kept telling my wife, well, we have to pour exactly by what the book says. The problem is there wasn't any alcohol worth a crap in this drink.
Well, you know,
and it was a $12 damn drink.
Yeah, a drink is a recipe, and basically across the board, what customers are looking for in reality, not the knucklehead who wants you to make it strong. I'm talking about across the board. They're looking for consistency.
Yes.
They want to have that margarita that tastes great, and when they come back, they want to have that margarita that tastes great.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get business. You don't. We always figured a fifth. You got 30 shots out of it. You really get about 33 to 35.
Brett just said a bottle of Jack is $48.98, but
Right.
in a bar to purchase that, it's around $125 to $150
plus mixer
for the fifth.
Yeah. Okay. So and that's
the difference of you buying the beverage people buying it.
That's what.
But if you own a bar, you have to buy it through alcohol beverage control.
Absolutely.
I'll stick to my $12.99 Northern Lights bottle.
Well, here's what in Europe. That's what I was getting at. In Europe, what happens is you sit down with a group of people and you decide. Let's say you want to get a bottle of Crown. A bottle of Crown costs you about $200, but they're going to give you free mixers and ice and a waitress. Well, and they'll bring you the ice and you make your own drinks and all. And that's because in Europe, when you go to a VIP room or a VIP setting, you sit there for hours.
Right.
Here, they want to turn tables.
That's right, because they want another VIP in there.
Right. So, okay, so we always figured roughly 30 shots to a fifth. Okay. But here's the thing, $240 on a $50 bottle of Jack. Okay. Let's cut it down. Let's cut it down to $6 a shot. 30 shots. You see what I'm saying? We're making a little bit less, but $6 shots.
Right.
$6 chilled shots. I'd drink a half a damn bottle.
Right.
Just because it was cheap. So there's this delicate balance of the one place that we were talking about a few minutes ago, the things didn't match up. The environment, the clientele, the food, the alcohol, and the service did not match up. You had, and it's you go in there and you don't realize that it's happening, but it is. It's spastic in your brain.
Every
layout,
time you go in there, you may get the same thing, but it's always a different price
or a different person.
Well, and that's why that particular place I don't go to anymore. I mean, there's been years since I've been in that establishment because of that situation. And you have to remember these sort of things while you're trying to run a good business.
Well, yeah, and then you've got these well-established little places like the one bus, heading out towards the highway.
Which drives me nuts, by the way.
And I'll say it. I don't.
No names.
Okay,
but my problem is this. So I'm sitting somewhere yesterday and somebody starts trying to bust on health department scores. And that particular place that you were fixing to mention, I know there is no way in hell they can get the health score they get. There is no way.
But you know how they get it.
But that's my point. There is no way in hell that they can get that kind of health score. If you any normal human being can walk in there and go, oh my God, how gross. How's this even possible for this to have above an above 50 on a health department score? And then you hear about these other businesses that have low health scores. That's why I also, whenever we do the health score thing, I go, it could be a bad day. Somebody could be, hell, we were having a bad day just a couple hours ago. Anybody can have a bad day. The health department people can come in. My wife talks about it all the time. Health department people can come in, and if the mops aren't hanging up or the mops left in a bucket from last night, you fail. Yeah. If you don't have hand sanitizer or AKA soap in the restroom, you get bad scores. If you don't have the right amount of toilet paper in there, if you don't have paper towels in there, if your sink's not clean at the moment they walk in, well, if they walk in and you're just trying to get the doors open, then come on. There's all sorts of reasons when it comes to the health department stuff. But then it goes back to like the place I was talking about. There ain't no way in hell that place could be. If you've ever been in there, you would know there's no way. I can't understand how in the hell the place is even still open. So, no names mentioned. How is it even possible?
Excuse me. Bless you. Bless you.
Boy,
so it just trips me out.
Well, obviously, that is a result. A result. Oh, I can't talk. A result of the Good Old Boy Club, right?
I don't know. I've never been there.
So, anyways, next subject.
Okay,
we're down to 9:50.
Yeah. Next subject. All right. This weekend,
Jacob was talking about fried pickles in the YouTube chat.
Jacob's and
those are good.
Fried pickles?
Yes, at Bear Creek Marina. Oh my gosh, they have the thicker.
Well, here I'm going to get off of fried pickles for a second, because I saw this the other day about China and the food. All right, not Chinese food. I'm talking about.
Yeah, like what they eat. They eat like baby rats and stuff.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where our food. Well, our food. There's so much of our food and seafood. It comes from China, and people don't understand what's going on. Just absolutely disgusting things. And it's funny because you would think our bodies would react to it more, but we don't. I don't know if we've just grown, so freaking immune to it or whatever. But this food comes in on the coast, and it's so weird because these guys are out there pulling tunas, and when they come in, the Chinese buy the high grade ones for the sushi and sashimi. And it's gone, it's flash frozen and gone. But we get stuck with the nasty stuff.
It just gonna make me not want to eat nothing.
I can't understand. Okay, here's a conversation we had last night, and we're probably going to run over when we start this conversation. But my wife brings up, all I ever heard was don't mess with Russia. Never mess with Russia. The Soviet Union, never mess with it. My grandfather always said, this is what she's saying. My grandfather always said, back when they were a powerhouse, they were always pretty quiet, except for vocal and the war type stuff. But they were always pretty much kept to themselves. And then when they did get quiet, it was my wife's grandfather basically looked at it like they were a sleeper cell. Like they're just waiting for the day that we F up and they're going to wipe us off the planet. Mm-hmm. So now you got Putin who's being more vocal now while we're fighting ourselves. So, but the point in which I'm going is, she says you never hear about any of their trade problems. Like they're pretty self-sufficient. Mm-hmm. And I said, I think that's what makes them so strong is they're not vulnerable because they're not relying on everybody else to take care of them. Which is
that's not true.
Which is kind of the way I have always said that we as the United States need to go back to pushing our own farmers and making our own products so that if something was to ever happen, we would not be screwed.
Yeah.
That's where I've always tried to say it. So now you're saying they do rely on trade. So
absolutely.
Like what?
Well, wheat is one big one because they can't
their temperatures they can't grow.
Very difficult to grow.
So where do they get it from?
The United States.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Now, like the let's say the grapes that are in Kroger's, those are probably from Chile. Broccoli, the broccoli that's over at Kroger's, the broccoli that we eat, the fresh broccoli comes from Venezuela. The strawberries come from.
So is it almost like now, okay, America, you're going to grow the wheat. This country's going to grow the rice paddies. This country's going to grow
the grapes. Such a racist.
These guys are rice, grow rice. Sorry, but isn't it rice paddies? Isn't that where the rice comes from? I mean, isn't a paddy called the field?
Believe it or not, Chinese rice only makes up of like less than 10% of the world's
I'm using
rice
it as
market. What
example?
Whatever.
I'm just using it as an example, saying, has it now come to that? Where we like all have this mutual understanding that you're taking care of the fish, I'm taking care of the wheat, and we're all going to exchange it.
Well, I think it's a almost like a currency. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I'd be exchanging it.
Yeah. So they do And I apologize. I'm just dying over here.
No, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. Well, we're all been sneezing and hacking all morning.
Yeah, ever since he sneezed, he's been choking. You don't have nothing to drink?
No, she's breathing. It's shallow breaths, but she is. She's in snooze land. Look at her.
Oh man!
Look, you made her look up that time.
She's in la la land.
She's thinking, if this idiot would quit coughing, I could go back to sleep.
I don't know. I'm dying over
Okay, so is that what we're saying?
Well,
that it's like a currency.
But
we're all relying on each other. Is what my question is.
Well, yeah, I mean that's because like the ruble, which is the currency in Russia. Okay, the ruble is not something that's openly traded on the world market as a currency.
Right.
The ruble is the ruble is the ruble.
I get you. What? Okay. If we're wheat, somebody else is the rice paddy, somebody else is the grape.
Got you.
What is Russia?
We're watermelon.
You believe it or not, Russia has a tremendous amount of oil.
Okay, so if we're playing the game of Monopoly, we're all relying on each other as one big board game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so right now, I was hearing some stuff through watching some videos where Putin is accusing France of siding with Syria, and now they're showing all these emails that are leaking that Saudi Arabia has funded some of Hillary Clinton's campaign, and Russia is to the point, Putin is to the point of, I don't want anything to do with America, and he's demanding that all the citizens of the Soviet Union, aka Russia, whatever you want to word it, he's demanding for them to all leave the United States and come back to the homeland. So my question then falls into if they're self-sufficient or not. Can they do that is why I was bringing it all up.
No. And here's, you got to understand this too about the Cold War. Let's start there. Is that when Reagan,
we were kids when the Cold War was happening, so I don't really know a whole lot about it.
I was in the military,
really a war?
Yeah. It basically was a war of currency, a war of import and export. We shut them down and we shut them out. Now they always have had more tanks than us, but they're crap. You see what I'm saying? They've got more people than us, but it's crap. They have a conscript army in which they take young kids and beat the shit out of them. Excuse me.
Yes.
And give them an AK-47, which can only adjust.
Okay, but what you now just said was it's a war on currency, and now you went straight to military stuff. Well, I'm trying to figure out where that leak came from because now I'm confused.
You were saying that he has a problem with France.
They were making the comment that he's asking for requiring people to come back to the motherland.
Well, yeah, but that's just like a cheesy little freaking threat. You see what I'm saying? But Putin doesn't care about those people.
Okay, so that's why I was fixing to ask, what would be his point then of telling you to come home?
Putin doesn't care about those people.
He's trying to flex his muscle.
But what is he going to be able to do?
Well,
I'm questioning, does this mean he thinks he wants to go to war with the United States? That's what I was kind of asking.
Yeah, he's just, the thing in Syria is getting everybody kind of pissy. I don't know if you've seen Aleppo lately. But it's leveled. It's like,
I don't even know what that is.
Aleppo is
it a country?
No, it's the capital of Syria.
Okay, have no idea. Okay. I don't see a whole look. There's so much Donald Trump and Hillary crap on the news that you don't see what's happening in the rest of the world.
You should see what's going on.
How am I supposed to? How am I supposed to see what's going on?
I look at the news, brother. I mean, Syria is
I'm saying because there's listeners that probably ask the same question. ABC, NBC, Fox, everything is Trump, Hillary, Trump, Hillary. Where are we going to see the real news anymore?
I go to watch regular news. I watch One American Network.
Which is where?
It's on your cable channel. It's AOAN. That's actually where Tommy, the girl I like to show her videos, that's where she started. And then for news, I watched BBC Reuters.
Okay, because that's the problem is right now all we're seeing is presidential everything, and we should already know as human beings, smoke and mirrors. If they're making you watch this, it's because they don't want you to see this.
Let me tell you something. If you watch Reuters, you're going to get the damn news the way it is, and it's graphic. Now,
send those kind of links to our little news feed that we're belonging to, so I can find some of this stuff.
The next one, and I'm going to have to check to see if I can bring it up on my tablet because it's a real busy website. It's called Kaidan, which in Hebrew is bayonet. But here's the thing is that if you're watching mainstream media from the United States, you're not getting the real news.
Well, that was my point.
Yeah, you're getting crapo. I can tell you that when you look at what's going on, like yesterday in Parliament in the UK, they were basically saying, look, this has got to stop in Syria. There way too many civilians are getting killed now.
And UK being United Kingdom is saying this.
Yeah. And they're like, okay, look, if Russia doesn't back off and just stop bombing the crap out of civilians.
Okay, so what's happening in Russia? That's another thing she was showing me on video. So Russia's bombing Syria and don't care who's getting hit.
They really don't. They really don't. And, we got boots on the ground there. So,
well, why don't we get the hell out of the way and just let Russia do it?
I don't know.
If Russia's wanting to spend the money to bomb them, let them bomb it. Everybody back up and let him throw the football.
At some point, you really just got to back away and let somebody else fight these battles. And nothing is going to win in Aleppo or in Syria. You've got the freedom fighters. You've got the Assad, the military leader of the country.
Hello. At 1 o'clock, we will be destroying your town. If you would like to survive, you need to leave now.
It's really a horrible situation, and I got to be honest with you. I say
that in a joking, sarcastic manner because I don't know what's happening over there. I don't.
Yeah, you know me, and you know that if the fight is righteous, if the fight is worth it, then I'll back it. I'll even volunteer my time, but. The fight right now here's
so it kind of falls under it. What was the saying? Is it worth the squeeze? You
right.
know what I mean?
Well, Russia
is the juice worth the squeeze.
Russia is, they're my buddy, Big Mike. He works for Kubota, which is a Russian tractor. I mean, they Kubota, whatever.
Komoda.
Yeah. Machinery,
Komoda,
chemicals,
the thing you
all this stuff. And they are a major player in the import-export market with all the big countries. The UK, Italy, all these folks, right? So they're right there with us. Here's the problem is that Putin, he's like a, rich billionaire type and he's a military guy. And he's a KGB type, FSU type guy, secrets and all this other stuff. Those people that live in the towns, not the big places, if they can't grow their food, they can't eat. There's no food in stores over there. There's you can't go pick a bottle of water.
Still?
Well, communism is based on a faction of everybody gets the same thing. So what Putin just told
Obamacare?
Yeah, pretty much. What Putin told the prime minister of France is, I'm not coming over there to talk to you because the guy from France said, oh, we're going to talk about Syria. And Putin doesn't want to talk about Syria. Putin doesn't want to talk about Syria
because he's
bombing the piss out of it. And, there's so much what goes on when you bomb someplace. You're testing your aircraft. Russia's got a new high-performance aircraft. You test your tanks. You test your soldiers. And it's really unfortunate. But and what does Syria, why do we want Syria? Why does Russia want Syria?
I want cereal every day.
Yeah. So it's really ridiculous.
I got Frankenberry cereal at home waiting on me.
The big thing is if you want really good news, look outside of the United States because our news is
skewed. That's what I was trying to figure out.
It is so bad anymore.
All right, well, everybody check that out. We're at the 10:03. We got to close shop. I got to run some stuff to Billy, which when I thought I was running to Stone Mountain, I was going to run some other errands to run something to Billy, and now he's basically saying, no, I got to run to his house in Bethlehem, which is definitely not, it's definitely not the direction in my mind that I had things routed. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do.
Are we going to set up a day for the recordings for the Christmas music?
I was going to do the 15th, but nobody was biting. Like nobody was saying, sure, I want to come for the 15th. And then about the time I said, okay, I'm going to go do this ride Saturday, Rich hit me up and he was like, so how many people's coming to the 15th? I've been pushing it. And I went, nobody. Yeah. Nobody said they were coming. So I didn't. Which then kind of screwed up him a little bit because he had been pushing it, but nobody was biting.
Yeah, they need it. Yeah, somebody needs to let us know something.
I would last night. So.
I would like to at least try to have one or two. I mean, if 5 show up, great, but I don't want to just tell one person, yeah, we're going to do it, and the one only show up and then another one wants to come the next day. I mean, it's kind of like, if we're going to do a day, I would like to have a couple of people.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, who knows? Bethany Hicks is on it. I gotta give it to her. She is on it. She's already sent me all the info of what song she's wanting to do. Because what I thought would be cool is if I had her in and she's doing a song, say Savannah Webb's doing a song, the two of them could do a song together, or one back up the other. I just thought it would be great.
And you know, I've been trying to get in touch with Savannah. You know,
dude, she's got you blocked. The TPO. Well,
so what I did was I sicked Rich on her. So Rich will get in touch with her. I know she's busy.
What do you want?
I want her to do a Christmas song.
Oh, yeah.
And the national.
Hey, I got a video of her that I can use in a court of law where she agreed live on stage last week that she was going to do a Christmas song.
Well, she needs to do a Christmas song, and I would really like for her to do the national anthem, because I would like and you know, Rebecca did the national anthem as well. These guys have beautiful voices, and I would really like to have, even if it's a compilation that I can put with our promo video of these young ladies doing amazing, even guys, if Dustin wants to do one, that kind of stuff. I really like the national anthem. It's just one of these songs that means a tremendous. There, see that ref link that I just put on there for you?
No.
Okay. Well, it's posted on the site. It's called Ref Link, and it's got every newspaper in the United States and every newspaper around the world, pretty much in English. And look at, you know what? You're going to hate this, but Al Jazeera, they tell it like it is. I mean, it's one-sided sometimes, but you have to understand it's from them. And I mean, they have a sports page. They have a financial page. You know, people don't understand how big that that Muslim family.
So you were speaking about Savannah Webb. This was last night. They practice and do some live videos. So watch this.
Okay, cool.
Watch this. And that's just sitting in her dining room. Watch this song.
Sorry, Josh got to pee.
Josh got to pee. I made the joke. I said, I do that all the time. I go, okay, I'm the only one that takes a break and says we got to pee.
She's cute. She's adorable, man.
So watch this. Let me see if I can get this song started.
Somebody's gonna be a lucky man.
Okay, so that was that one. I'm gonna go back. There was one of the songs I was wanting to get. Hold on.
We can't finish it.
They oh, here it was the last song. Sorry. How about this? Here we go. Listen.
I used to recognize myself. Funny how reflections change. He did that live at Bear Creek. When you're becoming someone else, think it's time to walk away. Come on, let it go. Just let it be. Why don't you be you? And I will be me. Everything that's broke, leave it to the breeze. Why don't you be you? And I will be me. And I'll be me.
So anyways, there you go. That's just a sample.
Man, you know,
just a sample.
If I could sing like that, I probably would never leave the house, man.
My wife's picking on me going, your girl crush, you got a crush on her, your girl crush. And I'm like, I'm helping promote her.
He does.
She'll promote my stuff. I'll promote her stuff.
He gets mad if I flirt with her.
No, I get mad because you're a stalker, dude.
She loves me. Ask her.
Every stalker says that.
Ask her. Just ask her. If she
Stephanie doesn't, every stalker says that. Oh, she loves me.
Who would
she loves when I show up to her house at 3 o'clock in the morning with cookies.
Well, chicken.
She loves it when I show up to her with a cappuccino. She just loves me when she sees me following behind her because she knows I'm part of her security team. She just loves it when I watch her and her boyfriend go out to dinner.
She doesn't have a boyfriend.
See?
Yeah, she does.
Check this out. You just said a coffee. Now I want Dairy Queen coffee. Or not Dairy Queen, but Dunkin' Donuts.
Stalker.
I'm not.
All right, we're getting out of here, everybody. Have a great day. It's been just for fun in the morning.
Oh my God, tomorrow's Friday.
It was not fun at first. We were at each other's throats, and we will be again as soon as the microphone turns off.
Absolutely.
Always.
Everybody have a good day. I gotta drive, and I don't want to drive that far. Like I had my mind planned of how I was gonna go do the things I needed to do today.
I want to go get some coffee.
All right, everybody.
See you guys.
Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day.
Bye, y'all.
See y'all later.
Bye.
Hey, I'm playing the first song goes out to Military Mike. It's Chicken Head.
Sayonara.
We'll see y'all on the flip side.
See ya.
Bye on video, man.
Bye on video, man.
Bye on video. Hold on the whole time or something.